Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Anybody there? Whoops, I better turn that one down. Hello, hello. Anybody there? Whoops, I better turn that one down. We need a studio to do all this stuff, huh? Hi everybody. Welcome in. I don't know who all in there watching already, but hi everybody. Welcome in. I don't know who all in there watching already, but you need to delete your sound there, Ray. We got a special guest here, and it's Ray Crump. Hey, Dutchman, how you doing, man? Thank God it's Friday. No doubt about it. Anyway, everybody, this is Ray Crump. He's out there in Ohio, and he's going to be my special guest tonight. So say howdy to Ray out there.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, John.
Good. Was that your radio? I mean, was that your computer that was feeding back on us there?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's all good now. Hello, Dutchman. How you doing, man? Hi, Joanne. How you doing? Good to see you all. Dutchman's in Arizona. He's saying hello to you right now. I don't know how much you can see on the chats and stuff. Joanne's saying howdy.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Dutchman.
There's Joanne saying, giving you a heart right there. So
Thank you for the heart, Joanne. I've seen them before in other places than here, so
oh yeah.
a little bit familiar with me. But
Yeah, Joanne she goes to a lot of different chats and stuff. So yeah, good chance that you've seen her somewhere, you know. Dutchman, he's a little bit more sneaky. So
well,
no, actually Dutchman goes to all kinds of lives also too. If you follow these people, then you'll get a lot of different live streams that that are possible. Joanne says, I'm very sick. Oh man, I just hope it's not the sickness that everybody's getting, man. I hope you're gonna be okay. I hope whatever it is goes away, Joanne, because you know what it is, Joanne. It's 2 weeks and it's gonna be football season, and I know how you love your Crimson Tide up there in Alabama. So I hope you get well real quick. Dutchman said, yes, I'm back from Arizona from my month stay in Huntington Beach, California. It must be nice, Dutchman, to be able to go to Huntington Beach anytime you want to.
I kind of miss Huntington Beach.
Ray has an experience of going to California also, Dutchman. He's been out there a lot also. You have some relatives out there, Ray?
Yeah, I do. I have my son and granddaughter and a brother.
That's cool. So anytime you go out there, you can stay at their place, I guess.
Yeah, I stay with my brother. I go out for the winter.
Dutchman says, oh, Joanne, my prayers are with you. Oh, no, you fell? Joanne said, I fell and it caused me to have pneumonia. Oh, no. I hope it wasn't you falling down, going out on that long walk to your mailbox, Joanne. Are you okay? Did you break anything, or did you fall on the walker, or what? Dang, that's bad. So they got you pumped up with all kind of antibiotics, I bet you. Dutchman said, my daughter lives there and I was house sitting on the coast. That's always a good thing to do, huh? House sitting. And I've been watching lately, but really, the only ones I've seen doing it are these good-looking girls. They have jobs pet sitting. And I go, what kind of job, what kind of people do that? They're going to pay somebody to, but it makes sense, somebody wants to take a trip to France or somewhere that somebody's got to watch their pets, right? In fact, my daughter did that might have been last year, but she stayed a week up in Colorado at a real nice place in the mountains and stuff just to watch somebody's pets while they went on vacation. And they paid pretty good considering they let you stay at the house, you know.
I got a story for you for Dutchman from Huntington Beach.
Go ahead.
I was they had a major storm there with waves that were hitting the bottom of the pier. And I got caught there traveling in my Volkswagen bus, my VW bus. And that's when the pier came down back in, I don't know, 82, 81, something like that. The main pier there in Huntington Beach. And I was stuck right downtown. Couldn't get in, couldn't get out. Because everywhere was flooded all around. So one night the rain was coming down so hard that the water was coming in over the windows and the doors. Now, this is the place I was sleeping in. I was sleeping in my van. So I'm sitting there trying to get these pots and pans and cups and whatever I can to catch the water, because that's where my bed. But it was a good downpour.
Man, so Ray, were you a hippie once? You mentioned that you had a VW bus. So
Well, it was actually someone sold my mother a death trap bus.
okay.
But my mother couldn't drive, basically.
Yeah.
She could, but try giving her a bus with a 4-speed and all the stuff that was wrong with that van when it was sold to her. It was
When you think
a death trap.
Yeah, when you think about the old days, going to the beach and all that fits, you know, the Volkswagen, they put the surfboards on top and stuff, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I was basically traveling that time from Mexico, and I stopped in Huntington Beach to visit with my brother, and I was on my way up to Lake Tahoe. That's where my house was. Well, not my house. I thought I had a house when I got back, but I ended up not having one.
Yeah.
I did have my bus, so I was okay.
Yeah, good.
But I've lived other times in Huntington Beach. When I was married back in the 70s, early 70s,
Yeah.
I lived in Huntington Beach for like 3 years. And then I lived in Lake Tahoe, and coming back to Southern California, I lived in Huntington Beach for about 8 months. So, but Huntington Beach, I really liked Huntington Beach.
Ray, I'm a big OU football fan, and the guy that I go with to the games, his wife and him, they moved out to Huntington Beach a few years ago, and he bought a little house like a couple blocks from the beach and stuff. And he loved going to walk out there by the pier and all that stuff and looking at all that stuff. But guess what? They got a divorce and stuff, but it was never brought up who's going to get the house and all that. And finally, he got tired of messing with going to court about it, the divorce and stuff. So he gave her the house and stuff. And I went, oh, man, you know, you had a house in Huntington Beach and you gave it to her, you know. But I don't know how they do the divorce laws in California. I think they have alimony and all that kind of stuff, but they worked everything out peacefully, you know. So
yeah, that's California. It's kind of like a 50-50.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of places they don't do that 50-50 stuff. They, you know, and then a lot of places they'll sit there and the women always get priority. It seems like, because they get the kids and they get this and that, so they get most of it. So. Well, Joanne, I hope you get a lot better. She said she wrecked with her walker bad. Nothing broken, but bruised very badly, and I'm on my 3rd round of antibiotics, but I'm here. So just get well, Joanne. That's all I want you to do. You got to get well enough to watch Alabama play. And also, Joanne, November 23rd, circle that on the calendar, okay? Because that's the day that Alabama comes to OU. It's going to be a good game. Let's see. Edmund says, I love Lake Tahoe. Been there many times. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Lake,
Yeah, I
Lake
lived up.
Tahoe, they're having a lot of trouble keeping that place clean and stuff, but I think they're getting better now. I think they're getting more strict with the people dumping trash and leaving trash. But wow, it's been scary to see some of the things that, like the last Labor Day, they had tons and tons of trash everywhere. I think they cleaned the majority of it up though. So yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Lake Tahoe for 5 years.
So you know about it then, huh? For the most part, it's real nice lake and stuff. The last time I was there, I was passing through and I stopped at a restaurant and it just happened to be the weekend that they found a body that came up, and it wasn't a local body. It was a body from the 1800s that was caught somewhere underneath that water. But the water is so cold, the body and everything was well preserved. And when they came up, here's this guy that was dressed up like in the old-fashioned clothes and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Yeah,
I bet.
that was a long
That
time.
lake is cold.
Yes, it's cold and deep. And
There's no doubt about it.
Dutchman said the divorce law in California 50-50. I went through that. Okay, yeah. That's the same thing you said there, Ray. And Joanne says, roll tide.
Yeah, I went through it back
That's
in '75. So
hey, there's a TGIF. Welcome, TGIF. How you doing?
hello,
I'm glad
Brady.
you stopped in there, man. This is Ray. He's from Ohio. We're doing a little live here, just shooting the bull. Super friggin' hugs and love to you too, Joanne. Really, Joanne needs some love. Oh, and there's where'd she go? I thought I saw her. Hellcat Granny. I'm so sorry you fell, Joanne. Prayers for speedy recovery. Yeah, you know Hellcat Granny, Joanne. I'm sure you do. She's probably been in all those lives that you're into. Dutchman says, last I heard, Lake Tahoe's overcapacity and spilling out in places. Yeah, but that's like all the lakes in California. They're either deathly low or over spilled over and stuff. It's just every year. Ray, if you don't know TGIF, you need to go look at her channel.
I'm familiar with her. She likes
Okay, cool.
she does the waterfalls.
That's right. She's got the woohoo waterfall.
Woohoo waterfalls, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Every Wednesday. I like it. I like it because Wednesday she always puts a smile on my face when I watch her stuff.
Well, hi.
There you go. You said hello. Hello.
Hi, TGIF. Now you guys know my face a little bit.
Now you know my face.
Well, my problem is my glasses are dirty. I need to get them cleaned.
Oh, I don't think they can see from. Well, they might if they're sitting there watching you on the big screen, but Hellcat Granny, nice to meet you. Where are you from, Hellcat Granny? I've been noticing you on a couple of my videos that you make comments and stuff. But good to meet you.
Thank you for the hearts, Joanne. I hope you get better.
Really? I got my special hat on here. Let me see. Can you see it? Let me see. Oh, it's going through that weird thing where the flag overpowered. There it goes. See, it says I like maybe 3 people. I like dogs and maybe 3 people.
That's about it.
Yeah, really. Joanne says, I love you all. What's everybody doing tonight, man? It's Friday night in the big town, right? Ray, are you in a big town or are you just in a small town out there or what? You're out there by a bunch of people that come in here are in Ohio, like Newport and Gandalf. And I don't know if you know that guy named Gandalf. But
yeah, I've seen him before.
But yeah,
I don't really know
He's
him
in
all.
Ohio also.
Okay, what part of he's in?
I have no idea,
Okay.
but I know that Stewport, he's in Columbus. He's the one that's always going moo, saying moo. He goes, he calls it Cowlumbus because all the cows there. He says so every time he says something, that he ends it with a big moo at the end of it. I like him. He's pretty cool.
Okay.
Stewport has the best comments. He has real long, in detail comments on your videos whenever you post something.
I'm actually out in the country.
Let's see. I'm just staying inside because it's too hot, man. It's too hot to do anything, man. It's just like, I thought, well, it's only 80, it's only 85, 87. I can go out and mow the lawn and trim and everything. And by the time you do half of it, you're just all worn out, man.
Oh, I hear it. Takes me 3 hours to mow.
Bree says, "You guys are pretty sweet to me." Oh, we are not. You're just a nice person, Bree. You make everybody laugh, and it's cool watching your stuff.
I love her stuff.
Yeah, it's so funny. I like her. I like Bree's daughter too. She's come on, you know. Joanne says, "I've been behind watching videos." Let's see. That's okay. You just watch whatever you can, right?
I'll be right back on the camera.
And then let's see. TGIF said, "Dutchman, it's cold and rainy here, and the fall winter is like here already. It's cold up there. That's nice, man. I would rather be nice and cold and stuff than be too hot, man." Hellcat Granny says, "Nice to meet you. Haven't been very active since mid-January. I'm in Lubbock." Okay, all right, cool. So you must be friends with all those Texas people that I've been following around down there, like Adventure America, Troy, Angela, and Jason's Texas Adventures and stuff. That's a good bunch of people. And who else? Boondock and Dennis, Hiking with Jackie Boy, and what's the other one? I don't want to miss nobody. Oh, RV Living with the Geezer. That's a good one. I like old Calvin. We're getting monsoon rain. Yeah, but that's only for a little while, man. And then those monsoon rains, it doesn't really do nothing but make it humid, right? Right, Dutchman? It's still kind of hot, isn't it? That's exactly when I went on my trip out west, and I went February and March and April. Joanne says, "Bree makes me smile." There you go. Dutchman said,
I'm real jealous of Bree. I used to be an avid hiker and walker and mountain climber, and I had a heart attack at 35, and I got real scared of going out alone. So no more mountain climbing or hiking, or at least not alone. But
yeah, it gets harder the older you get, Ray. Well, I think, I don't mind going someplace, but it's not going to be no 8 to 14 mile trip or nothing. You know, I just go to short walks, that I know I can handle, and I take my time,
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I had to quit that, but I hiked up to the highest mountain in Lake Tahoe, Mount Tlac.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I hiked up that one, and then I hiked up the one on the other side of the lake. I think it's called Crystal Bay Mountain, but right above the Crystal Bay town. That's on the state line of California and Nevada. But I miss that. Mexico. I hiked a lot in Mexico. I actually had a job in the Sierras of Mexico for like 2 months. And I had a dirt bike. So I'd go do the job, and it was so hot, I'd start the job real early. It started like 5 o'clock. And by 11, 12, they were done. I'd hop on the dirt bike and just go out riding around in the Sierras of Mexico. Um, there was one time I got off, I started going and going and going, and finally realized, like, I've been gone for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
I better check, see how much gas I have. So I checked the gas, and it was like, it may have had not 20% left, something like that. It was low. So all I could do was use the motor to go up the hills, cut that engine off, and just coast as far as I could going down, you know. I got back, no headlights on my dirt bike. It was dark already.
Yeah.
And the caretaker that took care of the yard there, he would fill up my bike and my car and everything. And he told me, he says, that thing uses a lot of gas. I kept putting gas in it more and more and more. He said that thing I was never going to fill. So I probably got back. I was on fumes for sure, you know. But I made it back. I mean, it was dark. I was driving in the dark. You know? But by that time, I was already on the dirt road. You know, I wasn't back on the Sierra part, you know, up and down.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful. You see, I saw all kinds of things, but in the, you know, the birds, the big macaws and armadillos, and it was just beautiful, you know, just being out there, you know, free riding on your dirt bike. So,
Yeah, really.
you know, sadly, those things have to come to an end, you know.
Dutchman, that's where I want to go too. I want to go see the Superstition Mountain and find the lost gold there. He said in the late fall and during the winter time, he loves to go hiking around the Superstition Mountains. So that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be perfect time to go do it also.
Is that in New Mexico?
No, it's in Arizona.
Arizona, okay.
It's up off side of Phoenix there. Joanne said, I'm dangerous with my walker. And then let's see. Dutchman said, we sure love watching Sad Taper and JoJo Strums with their live stream hiking. Man, Dutchman, they've gone crazy with their hiking, man. Now they're going everywhere. Woo! Gosh, they're just like, I'm glad that they're so active.
I'll sing you some warm hugs, Bree.
Really? Joanne, I snickered, said Bree, but no being dangerous. Hey, look at this. There's Mr. Quiet Resilience. How you doing? How you doing there, Carter? Carter has a very nice channel also. He lives in a, I can't remember what year it is there, Carter. I think it's a 93 van, C20, isn't it? But he's fixed it all up and stuff. Hey, Carter, if you're not doing anything, you're welcome to come up here on the panel also. Let's see. Bree says, I need warm hug. You should see my hoodie. It's kind of like a hug. Massive, purple, fluffy. Wow, you are kidding then. It is cold up there, huh? Are you camping right now, Bree? Or are you just saying how cold it is up there? I would love to see an armadillo. Yeah, they're kind of weird. I saw a little bitty one, and it was really fast. Everybody thinks that armadillos are real slow. I've seen the little ones that just they scoot around real quick. The only thing that you don't want to do it ever, Bree, is don't ever eat an armadillo. Some people that say you could eat armadillos, but armadillo is like the only animal that it can cause you to get leprosy. And it's the only animal that can do that. So kind of weird. Let's see. Joanne said, this happened to me July the 23rd. Wow. You were hurt since then? Golly. I'm just praying for you there, Joanne. Get better, man.
Okay.
But yeah, Carter, if you want to come up here, you can. If you want to, let me drop the link here. Let me see. Here you go. I don't know if you're out on the road right now, or if you got any good signal, or if you're in your little motel room or what. So, but there's the link if you want to come on up, man. Welcome. Anybody else also? Anybody wants to come up can come on up. But I think we could put like 10 people up here if we want to. Let's see. So here's a video. The video in the background, that's quartzsite right there. That's quartzsite in February, where it's not like 150 degrees. It's actually, and it's not quartzsite, the one where everybody's at, but this is one of those state trust lands right there, where you need a state trust land permit to camp on the grounds. I love the Phoenix area. Can't wait till I go back. Hopefully this fall or winter. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Randy, it's a pretty cool place, man. I mean, for me on my trip, I just really loved all the places I stayed in Arizona because the weather was perfect. I think in Oklahoma they were still dealing with winter weather, 20 degrees and stuff. But where I went, it was like 65 in the daytime, then it would get kind of chilly at night, but you just bundle up into all the blankets and stuff. It was good.
Yeah, it's cold some places. My last trip to California last December, I stopped in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was tired and everything. And I tried to bundle up and sleep in my car, my seat. It was so miserably cold. I just got rest, but I didn't get any sleep. Finally, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I said, this is enough,
Yeah.
I just started up my car and started going because I could run the heater. But it was not a good experience, But my next night I spent in New Mexico with my air conditioning seized up. So I had to get my air conditioning repaired south of Albuquerque.
Oh, no. While you were on a trip and did that? That's terrible.
Yeah, I was on my way to California for the winter.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It was just costly. It didn't cost me costly, but time-wise, I was only a day and a half there. So. Oh,
man, here we go.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
All right. Mr. Dutchman, I always wanted to hear what you sounded about.
My air conditioning seized up. So I had to get my air conditioning repaired south of Albuquerque. My air conditioning seized up. So I had to get my air conditioning repaired south of Albuquerque. My air conditioning seized up.
It's always bad to have car repairs on the road there. It's always bad to have car repairs on the road there. Okay, somebody needs to turn their sound down. I think it's Dutchman, turn your other speaker down. Somebody needs to turn their sound down. I think Dutchman, turn your other speaker down. Their sound down. I think Dutchman, turn your other speaker down.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Man, look, it's like hello.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Man, look, it's like maybe I'm off or something.
Yeah, I did.
Man, look, it's like
Me that's causing that?
I, John, I don't know what's that. It keeps looping. It keeps looping over and over.
Yeah. Mute your microphone.
John, I don't know what's that. It keeps looping. It keeps looping over and over.
Yeah. Mute your microphone.
John, I don't know what's that. It keeps looping. It keeps looping.
There. I muted your mic for a minute, Dutchman. Okay, I'm going to undo it now. Well, that was you. That was you that did it.
That was some crazy sound.
That was weird, yeah. Okay, it stopped, so it definitely was coming through your end there, Dutchman. But I heard your voice for a minute there. I was going, man, that's cool. Dutchman's up here. What does he sound like? And then all of a sudden, all this weird echo and stuff. Unmute it and see if it's working now. You might want to mute YouTube if you have that on somewhere. Yeah, it does. It does. Bree, it's kind of weird sometimes, you know.
That's why I like to stick to one or two platforms.
Yeah.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is so good to learn.
Okay, I unmuted my mic again.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I unmuted my mic again. Okay, I unmuted my mic again.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I unmuted my mic again. Okay, I unmuted my mic again.
I can hear you now. Yeah. That's cool.
I unmuted my mic again. Okay, I unmuted my mic again.
Excuse me, all.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps repeating. I can hear it on my tablet.
It's not my mic, is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's yours, Ray. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps repeating. I can hear it on my tablet.
Yeah.
It's not my mic, is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's yours, Ray. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps repeating. I can hear it on my tablet.
Yeah.
It's not my mic, is it? Well, the tablets have a mic, don't
I
they?
don't know. I don't think it's yours, Ray. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps repeating. I can hear it on my tablet. Yeah, sorry. I probably better just go out, John.
All right. Well, next time, plan on coming up here and you test out your voice.
Yeah, sorry. I probably better just go out, John.
All right. Well, next time, plan on coming up here and you test out your voice. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping up here anyway, man. That's kind of cool. I never ever heard Dutchman's voice before. But yeah, that's why whenever I invite somebody up, you come up and then there's a place where they say adjust your mic and your audio, your video and stuff, and make sure it's all working first, you know, for mine. But that's okay because most of the time it does work, you know. That's just exception. Dutchman was an exception. Adventure America, I missed you. Is Adventure America in here, Troy? I think he was in here at the very beginning, Joanne, and I don't know if he probably is in here now or might be listening. I don't know. That's okay, Dutchman. Next time we'll get you all fixed up just right. Hey, when we were setting it up earlier, Ray couldn't get in here. The links was taking him all over the place. So it's not perfect system, but it works, right, Ray?
Oh, well. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble, but we got there.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons I don't use a camera and a mic. Back in the like 10 years ago, they had those systems. I forget whatever it was. It was always such a hassle setting up the camera and the mic, and that I just said, you know what, this is not even worth it. You spend 20 minutes doing the settings for your camera and your mic, and you use up all that time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a lot different now with back then it was dial up. But so I just didn't want a lot of platforms too. So
Yeah, one of these days we'll have a whole show just dedicated to you for a while, and you can speak your mind. And I go up like really close to YouTube. Bree says. I think that's the host people. I think that's the people that host you, Bree. When you go on some people's, then they're just like, well, say something, do this, do that, and you're like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to make jokes.
well, this is a first for me. So
yeah.
say nervous, yeah. There's a nerve there.
Nothing's playing right now.
That's right. See, Bree said sometimes the computer picks back up sound. I don't know. Sometimes using earbuds fixes it. So I don't know. I really don't know about all that stuff. All I know is I got lucky because this is just like a little cheapo Walmart Lenovo brand. It's not even a laptop. It's just one of those Chromebooks, and everything I've done on this laptop or this little computer here, it works pretty good. So that's how I'm doing it through StreamYard on this little Lenovo. You got to close or mute YouTube and only go through StreamYard. It really is interesting, yeah. Dutchman says at TGN, I will have to try that next time. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hellcat Benny, it was good to see you, meet you. She's got to go now. She says bye, everyone. Hope to catch you next time. Appreciate you stopping in, Hellcat Granny. Bree says, can't wait, Dutchman. And I agree. I think a lot of people, they see Dutchman and they go, I wonder what he sounds like. I wonder what he's really like in person and stuff. What's everybody doing out there on a Friday night right now? See, Dutchman said, but I do on the other device like to watch the comments and listen to John and the other. Yeah, see, it's different. Like right now on the main screen, I have a little tiny box where I have to go like this to read the comments and stuff. I've never tried doing this, like going to YouTube and watching it. What about you, Ray? Are you watching through YouTube or are you on the StreamYard one? Uh-oh. You muted yourself, Ray. Unmute yourself.
No, I'm on YouTube as far as
you're
watching
on the YouTube side? Okay.
Yeah, but
So
my camera's on the StreamYard.
Yeah. So you're seeing all the YouTube comments and stuff just fine then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really complicated when the people start doing stuff like they use StreamYard and they broadcast to YouTube and Facebook. And I'm going, what? This is hard enough just doing it to YouTube. I could see doing Facebook too,
Well, this is one thing I gotta check off my checklist, right?
Yeah.
I got on panel.
Yeah. Well, what the cool thing is I could see you, Ray, doing this yourself. StreamYard is extremely easy, and when you do it, it'll put you automatically in a horizontal position, like on my screen in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a free program. I think it's free for like I think they give you like 20 hours a month, something like that. You know, and if you want to get the paid version, it gives you more features and stuff. It's like $25 a month. I can see you doing this because I know that you like to do your little live streams and stuff. So yeah, I can see you doing a StreamYard pretty easy.
Well, I'm just learning to do the lives.
Yeah, but you do some good ones though. You at least you do some variety. You go to an old building. I saw one where you're trying to show the band and stuff. You know. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm trying. This really is all new to me. A year ago, I didn't even want to be a YouTube creator. I just wanted to be, be the watcher, right? And
yeah.
Creators do what they do best and create stuff.
Yeah, but then everybody talks you into it. They go, "You need to make some videos. You need to put them up there, right?"
Well, I had like 3 or 4 of them, and my original concept, is like Raymond's porch views. That was just for things that happened around my house, right?
Yeah.
And plowing across the street, or things like that would happen, right? And I had like 4 of them, 5 of them up, and that was it, right? And someone told me about it, like, you should work on this. And so I started making a few from pictures that I had before, videos from, my travels, and it's like, okay. But then I was hooked. Then I couldn't stop making videos, and I'm glad I did. The learning has been really good, and I think I'm happy that I was able to like document my last year.
Yeah.
Fixing my house up.
Yeah, I've been watching you doing that. That's pretty cool that you're fixing it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a kind of a sad story. I don't want to go through it all, but 8 years ago, actually 8 years today, my wife all of a sudden passed away of almost 20 years.
I'm sorry.
That we were together. We were married for 16, but we were together for like 19 and a half years. So I just kind of, with the bad weather that everybody has, wind, storm, ice, the outside just kind of deteriorated, and I just let it go and trying to fix it. I'll fix it now. I'll fix that. But last year I made the commitment to just get out of it and get out there and do it. And but I wasn't expecting to do the work on the house and start creating YouTubes. Then I made a special friend and try to combine travels to winterize in California and everything. It was a big handful. I don't know why God gave me so much, but it's been a challenge, and I'm real happy, I'm glad that, that I have accomplished everything almost. There's still a lot of repairs to go, but I'm getting there. And I'm almost up to 90 videos that I've made in less than a year. So
yeah, you're doing good, man. So.
Yeah, I really, like I said, I was not a YouTube creator a year ago, a little over a year ago, and now it's like, okay, I like it. I like that I learned. And that's what people say. Never stop learning. Just like today, getting on StreamYard, it's like this is a new experience for me. And people might not relate because they've been there already, but it's new to me. Thank you, Bree, for posting. Appreciate that.
That's Ray's link there, so you guys can go check his stuff out. Well, what the best thing about all this, Ray, is getting started like you do, and that's how I met you. Is I saw you had a live going on, and nobody was in there yet, so I dropped in there, and I think you were just at the park or something and walking the dog or something. So I went and came in there and said howdy to you, you know. And now I notice you go into a lot of different people's live streams and stuff. That's cool. So you get to network a lot more and stuff by meeting people and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's especially when you're retired. You know, I'm been retired now for 7 years, and you know the days are 24 hours a day for a retired person. Yeah, so but thank you.
Well, you know, the only bad thing about being retired is we don't get a day off.
That's true. No days off.
You gotta have a day off from for all this time. People think you don't do nothing when you're retired, but you end up doing all kind of stuff all day long. Well, at least I do anyway.
Yeah,
I know
kind of
you
monkey
do.
around here and there.
All that work that you do on your house, I know you've been busy too, man.
I don't do the work. I have people that's doing it. And
Yeah.
some of them
But-
I help. The inside work, I help the person, but
Yeah, but you're still involved with watching them and doing this and doing that and moving this and moving that. So yeah, you know.
You wouldn't believe. You know, you'll probably see on some of those that check my old videos. You'll see the disaster that my yard was, my house was, the repairs that I've done, and just overall, but the combining of everything, being a YouTube creator and fixing the house, went 3 months to California for winter.
Mm-hmm.
All that combined is just like, it's a plate full, And then trying to maintain your friends too, family. It's a plate full, I'll tell you. But hey,
That's
all for the good.
the people at Slab City want you to run for mayor and clean up the city, John. That's been said. That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know why I had this weird thing about going to Slab City, but it's like, do I really want to go there? What is there,
Did you go there?
No. But somehow I have this
When I went on my
going there, but
when I went on my trip, Ray, this year, I was driving around everywhere and I was doing live streams and I go, watch this. I'm gonna go drive through Slab City and do a live stream. And it was so bumpy, the roads were so cruddy and stuff, and just went in the middle of it, and I thought it was kind of neat at first, seeing all this stuff that you always just read about or saw on YouTube. Then all of a sudden, this guy comes up I'm driving real slow, like 5-10 miles an hour. This guy comes up next to me on a mini bike and a big dog chasing after me, going, hey, stop. He goes, are you a cop? I know you're a cop because you got that van with all those antennas and stuff and blah, 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 You need to respect our privacy and all this. I was like, I'm not a cop, I'm not a cop. So I gave him a business card, of mine that I have. I go, here's my, and I go, and by the way, see, look on my dash right here. See that phone? I'm doing a live stream and there's like thousands of people out there listening to you right now anyway. So I think that scared him off. But yeah, the guy wanted to start a bunch of crap with me because I took a picture of his house and that's his personal property or something. But anyway, he just finally took off. And then after that, I didn't feel like sticking around anymore. I went to a couple other places. I went to that East Jesus place and somewhere else, and then I just took off. But I've got the live on it. It's still in my archives. If you want to see it, the live going to. At first, it's pretty cool, Ray, because the first thing you hit is that Salvation Mountain. That guy that built that Salvation Mountain out of paper mache and paint and all that stuff. And so you go there and you go, all right, this is kind of cool. Maybe it's going to be a good trip. But that was the only friendly part that was to it, is that Salvation Mountain. And then after that, it got kind of weird. yeah. Like Bree said, yep, that was a little intense. Yeah.
Say hi to everybody.
Yeah, Bree was there on the live also.
Oh, really? Okay, my friend wants to say hello to everybody.
Oh, there you go. What's
Okay.
your friend's name?
This is Diego.
Who?
Diego.
Gaggle? Gaggle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He,
Gaggle!
hey, Diego. Look, you're on TV. Yeah.
Are you a good boy or a good girl? Huh?
He's a good boy.
Good boy? Come
He's a
on.
good boy,
Come on.
yeah. What do you want, Diego? Want to say hi to everybody? Want to go say hi to everybody? You don't. You shy? You're not shy. No. Daddy, you're embarrassing me again.
Put
Are you
his
embarrassing me again, Daddy?
hey Ray, put his nose up there by the camera.
Oh, he's good.
Look at him. There you go. All right. Hey, Gaggle. How you doing? Hi. Too close. Too close. There you go. Right there. Hey. Good dog. Good
Say hi,
boy.
everybody.
Good
Say
boy.
hi, everybody. Oh, he's a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
He really is.
That's your best friend right there.
Oh yeah, he's a really good. He travels really good. He's put on the miles, right? You put on the miles, have you, Diego? Where have you been? You been to Mexico before? Yeah, you went to Mexico.
Welcome back,
California.
So I guess Ray, you're kind of like what they call the snowbird, huh? You're like instead of them going down to courtside, you go to California. But
Yeah.
that's good. That's a good thing, though.
Oh
If you
yeah.
have a family that lives out there in the good part, why should you suffer back there in the snow and the ice and stuff?
Yeah, I before my wife passed away, we I spent like 16 winters here.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily sometimes the cold, it's the length.
Yeah.
It starts in November and December and January, February, March. And even March and April, it's still, you're lucky to get 60-degree days.
Yeah, you're still
There
frozen.
might be a couple, and then it gets cold again. So,
yeah.
Having the opportunity to go there, have a place. But it's nice, it's a way to go. I mean, Florida, but I don't have a place in Florida. To
Well,
stay.
I've always wanted to go to Alaska, but I don't want to go there when it's extremely cold and stuff, like they show, And I don't know about the deal about being somewhere where it's always dark or or just always light. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. So, but I love it out here where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I moved from California in '99, and I've only had in '99, and I moved in this house a little over 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But the house that I had before in the city was a really nice house, and it was like $550 a month at a really nice house.
Mm-hmm.
And everything happened that weekend. It's like clockwork. I saw a tiny little ad for a job in a newspaper, and I went and checked it out. They agreed to hire me do this weekend job. One of my worst jobs I ever had. It was 12-hour days, 4 days over the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
And I was doing retrofitting on these little carts that made picture tubes. for Panasonic. And the retroactive thing involved a little control box that's at the bottom. But down there, it was full of grease mixed in with glass pieces. But
Wow.
just the dust, glass dust. So when you had to clean your hands, you couldn't clean your hands and rub them together because the glass would go into your hands. But luckily it was only 4 days. But I got the job like on Wednesday or Thursday, and we went and checked out on this house that was in the newspaper right afterwards. And, this is like with no references or anything, basically. The guy took down the number of the house I had in Costa Mesa, California, and called him up that night. He said, I have the house. Or my wife and me had the house. And that's all. No application, no credit card, no nothing. Just like, yep, you got the house. So we took everything that we had brought from California and put it in storage, took it all out, furnished the house, and I showed up for Monday morning to that job because there was a lot of prep work to do before. But maybe I shouldn't say that too much. I might get these California people wanting to move out of here. But yeah, it was just so, the way things happen, so clockwork.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? The Silent Forgotten is here. Do you remember him there, Ray, from Brexton's Live?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Remember
Chris. That's Chris there. How you doing, Chris? What's going on?
I've been waiting to ask. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound okay. You might turn your volume up just a tad, but that's just me. I'm the one that's too loud, I guess.
I think I have my volume up. I don't
Okay.
want to touch my phone because it.
Yeah, you might delete yourself again.
Those new phones. I'm used to the iPhone 6 that I had for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And I got these, and these things are just like touch there, and everything disappears. So I'm just going to leave well enough alone.
Yeah.
But I know the volume is probably high as it can go.
Well, Ray, you know that if you want to do, you don't have to, I'm not trying to force you into doing StreamYard or nothing, but if you want to do a live with somebody else, there's a feature in there when you go into your live, on your phone that says add somebody else, and you have to work out the time and stuff, and between whoever you're going to go with, and you set them up, and you both get on the same time. But there's no, it's just both of you on the phone, like side by side, and you can't there's no features change like there is on StreamYard, but it is possible though.
Yeah, well, this is a first for me, so I'll see where it takes me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, who knows? I'm always willing to do new things and try them out.
Oh yeah.
But so like I said, a year ago I wasn't a YouTube creator, and I'm not the best, that's for sure. One of my defaults in a way is I want to put out content, and I want to put it out now.
Yeah.
I regret that if I rushed it, I didn't put out something that's decent enough to put out there, because I rushed it,
Yeah.
I have to learn to kind of calm down, just do your editing, do your stuff, and then put it out there, but
Yep.
But
And
I'm happy with a lot of my videos,
Yeah. A lot of people do real good just on their phone and stuff, but I started doing mine. When I first started out, my videos were all done with my Sony cam. I got a Sony camera. It's a 35 millimeter camera that I have a 20 millimeter lens on, and it takes really great videos. But the problem with it was, to make a good video with that, I had to get this big old giant gimbal. And then that thing is real heavy with the camera and the gimbal, and it's like, I don't know, probably about 5 pounds total, and then it gets heavy to carry that thing around. So, but then I upgraded to the the Pro Max phone, the iPhone, and that takes like excellent videos and stuff. So I started using that, and it's a lot easier, When it's all in your editing and stuff, I use an editing program that I found online. It's called what's it called? Here it is. It's called VideoPad Professional, and I think I paid you have to pay for it. It's like $29 a year or something like that, and they give you the updates and stuff. But it's pretty easy it's a pretty easy layout. You just import your video clips that you have, and you can put them together real easily and delete what you want and all that. You can even mute the sound. You can add music. You can do whatever you want to, and it's pretty simple, And the hard part has always been when you're uploading something is when you upload it to YouTube and it takes forever, and they call it rendering or whatever, They sit there and go, "Oh, your video is uploading now, but now it's being processed, blah blah blah," And if you don't have a good connection with good internet, then it takes a while to upload a 15 or 20-minute video.
Well, I found a good way to get around all that slowness. People always say it takes too long.
Mm-hmm.
And even with people with laptops can do this. You get a Wi-Fi adapter, those little USB things you plug into a computer. And I got one that's a Linksys 1200.
Yeah.
Okay, and you plug it into the 3.0. I got a card for my computer with 3.0. But using that Wi-Fi adapter for from your Wi-Fi, your cable coming in, right? And then I got the 3.0 card, but most computers these days already have the 3.0 USB. And then you turn off your inside Wi-Fi. I didn't have to do that because I was putting it on my computer. But it took videos that were taken 8 hours. It was taken like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
10 times the difference.
Yeah.
Using that 1200 Linksys Wi-Fi adapter on a 3.0 port, and then it was just like
how big of files have you uploaded before?
500-600 gigabytes.
5 gigabytes?
No,
Yeah.
500, 600,
500,000 or 500,000?
500.
Yeah, 500. Okay. The biggest things I ever
not really long ones, because
yeah. Well, when you're staying it longer, they give you the option after you reach a certain level, like so many videos and so many subs and all that. They upgrade you where you can make like 15-minute videos or even longer and stuff. So I don't think you're there yet. So yours have to be.
I've uploaded a couple 30-minute ones. Well, at least
really?
one 30-minute one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
but
cool.
that was strictly on my computer, right?
Yeah.
Without that was just through my cable.
The biggest one I ever uploaded was like 6.5 gigabyte. It took forever because that's a long video right there, and that was like a 30-something. So I don't try to do mine in 4K and all that stuff. I just go 1080 on mine.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Too much is too much. It's 1080 is fine,
Yeah, 1080 is great, and even if you're just sitting there watching for a decent one, 720 is fine to watch on your phone, and something just browse through YouTube, But if you want to see the real detail, you need it 1080,
Right. So, let's see here. What am I trying to do? So
I missed that one. It said, Silent Forgotten said, I hate waiting for the mailman. I prefer waiting for the mail lady. Yeah, that Silent Forgotten, he's a joker. He comes up with some good ones. Silent Forgotten, he's been dropping a lot of stuff. I like them, Chris. They're pretty interesting, you know. He does a lot of the graveyard, the old graveyard, the 1800s and stuff. Those are pretty interesting.
Well, I like this. I'm not necessarily the photogenic kind of guy, and I'm shy too. So.
Yeah.
When I remember that time I was at that park.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was just kind of fooling around, and you came on. It's like, okay, but that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
You just got to do somewhere.
That's right. You got to start somewhere.
Now I was trying to put my friend back in, see if she comes in, or I invited her.
Is she going to come to the chat?
I don't know. She hasn't messaged me back yet, but she told me to send her the link.
Did you send her the link? Did you find it?
I sent her the link again. So
Okay, yeah.
She could be lurking. She likes to do that.
I was just going to tell you how to do it. You just go to the share button. You know how to do it now. You just go to the share and copy that link and send it to them, and they'll find it.
No, I sent her the link, but
yeah.
So I don't know. She hasn't messaged me back, but then again, she was out for dinner, so.
Silent Forgotten. He said, I got some more cemeteries coming up soon. Just have to upload. Joanne says, laughing out loud, I sleep with 3 guns in my bed. If my alarm goes off, I pity the fool. If you don't know Joanne, she's a professional marks. I was going to say marksman, but she's not a man. So markswoman, marks person.
Nice, Joanne.
Yeah. And the gun that she's the best with, gosh, I can't remember the name of the bullets, but it's a big old giant one. It's 45 something, not Colt, not long Colt. It's 45 something. She'll tell you in a minute, but yeah, she's pretty good. She could shoot the eyebrows off a fly at 200 yards. All right, famous graves. I'm doing Robert Urich and his wife. They have a cenotaph here, grave up here in Canada. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was Canadian, but I didn't think he was American either, though. Huh.
You do a lot of graves? You got to do a lot of graves, but Silent Forgotten?
Yeah, he does a lot of that. That's what he does. Well, he does that, and he also does videos of the silent, forgotten people in the movies. And like, he'll take a movie with the cast, and they've all passed on, and he'll tell about what they're doing now and stuff, or where they're at. And all that.
Okay. Annie Oakley's stone is in the graveyard about 30 miles from here. Close
Annie Oakley?
Annie Oakley.
Yeah. Wasn't she in love with Wild Bill, or that was somebody else?
I don't know if they were in love, but I think they performed in shows.
They performed together, yeah.
Maybe not together like he performed. I'm not sure, but I think he performed and she performed.
There it is, Ray. Joanne. The Grizzly 45 Win Mag is what she uses. Look that one up and show you. That's a gun that has like a big kick right there. That's even more powerful than a 45 automatic. I mean, a 45, ACP.
Okay.
And that's what she's sleeping on her pillow.
You don't want to ring her doorbell at midnight.
Nope, you don't. You don't want to try to break in her place or nothing, because she's going to shoot first. Because she lives out there in the boonies. Mm-hmm. Silent Forgotten said they had a cottage up here, John, and are buried or scattered an Amish churchyard. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, you mean their ashes scattered? Yeah. Okay.
My wife was a big Find a Grave contributor. She
What?
uploaded a lot of pictures to Find a Grave.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, we were kind of amateur genealogists. We'd go around cemeteries and take pictures. Mostly her and some of her friends, but I did my genealogy. But yeah, she was a big contributor to Find a Grave. She did like 3,000 memorials and stuff like that. So hundreds of pictures. So good to have something in common here, Silent Forgotten.
Yeah. I don't know if you follow him, but you need to follow him. You guys need to drop your links. Somebody grab Forgotten's link so Ray can get it. I don't know if Ray has followed him or not.
I might have him on it.
Yeah.
I've been copying links left and right.
The way that you do that on the YouTube chat, anybody that's a moderator that's blue, you go over to the right and those three dots over there, click those three dots like Silent Forgotten, and it opens up and it says go to channel. So you can go to his channel and then you can sub if you want to and look at what it's about. And that's what's good about making everybody mods so they can like check out everybody else's channel. Yeah. That's why I did it, this time. It's not like I need a bunch of mods, but if you do that, it makes it easier for everybody to check everybody else out, right?
Oh yeah, what I do is I just click on their name.
Yeah, you can do that.
A window comes up and
it tells me. You can do that too, but some people don't know. So. Yeah. But see, that only works if you're a moderator, also.
Right. Yeah.
If you're not a moderator and you click on somebody's name, only thing it says is report or block or something like that. So only if you're a moderator can you click on somebody and give you all the information.
Let me see. This Silent Forgotten.
See, Silent Forgotten said, I contribute to that also.
I'll just click on his name and see if I'm subscribed or not.
He says, I contribute to Find a Grave also. Been a member for 23 years. Wow. Yep, I think everybody is subscribed to Silent Forgotten. There's his link right there. Thank you, Bree.
Okay, I just subbed to you. Yeah, I've been subbing to a lot of people, lately. Kind of changing my circle of friends a little bit.
I like that Silent Forgotten. The Mod Squad. John's Mod Squad. Looking for those great sites can eventually lead to a dead-end adventure. That's a good one. Well,
cemeteries are fun.
Ray, on my trip, I went on a bunch of old ones, and that one in Tonopah where I went going to look at the Clown Motel and stuff, but it's built right on the edge of the old Tonopah Cemetery, and it's like 1800s and stuff, and it's right next to it. So I did a feature-length video on that, and man, some of the things they wrote on their little, they had little like wooden crosses with little metal tabs, and they put all the details of how they died and stuff like. This guy died in the mining fire in 1873 and all that, It's pretty interesting,
Tonopah.
That's
a good place. I worked out there for a while.
Where? In Tonopah?
Tonopah, yeah.
Tonopah, Nevada?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then have you ever been to the Tonopah mining thing? It's a museum now. It's a Tonopah Mining Museum.
Well, I was out there working. This was when 80s, early 80s. Yeah, early 80s and late 70s.
Yeah.
I was working out there for the building the housing for the Air Force and the mining company Anaconda.
Yeah.
kind of north, the projects north of Tonopah. They have a bunch of houses there
Yep.
that I worked on. Hey, I get to camp out in my Vegas station wagon for 3 months.
Wow.
Well, I kept going back to Lake Tahoe for weekends, but sometimes I'd stay there, but there's nothing to do back then, so hell, it's like.
There's pretty much nothing to do now. It's just one main town, one road to go through the whole town. But I just enjoy the ambiance of the town. It was a pretty town, that Tonopah, and then what's the other small town? Goldfield and Beatty. Those towns are all pretty nice.
I don't know. I
There you go. There you go, Ray. Silent Forgotten said, I subscribe, Roy. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Silent Forgotten.
Dutchman said that gold mining company is huge north of Tonopah. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Me and Yuki made the whole rounds on that thing. And yeah, I was kind of not mad, but I was disappointed in myself that I didn't spend more time there, Dutchman, because you could really go see a lot of stuff there, But I was pretty proud of the stuff that I did get on video, though. It's pretty nice, It gave you a good idea of what they did in mines. They don't just go down there and dig and come back out, There's a lot more to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they did it, some of those back in the, 100 years ago, right? It's like.
Yeah. And then ultimately what happens is if they have a disaster, it's usually explosion from gases and stuff like that, It's really terrible, fires and stuff.
Oh, there's definitely dangerous.
Yeah, it is, man.
Punch a hole into a water main type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just floods the place,
Yeah. All right, we're getting more people in here watching. Cool. Maybe your friend's watching her now. Maybe he's watching. Invite him in, man. Say, come on in. Say, come on in and say hello.
Come on in, my friend.
Here's what else you could do, Ray. Go up to my the YouTube side, and hit share, and then share it out to your side, to your page, and it's going to show everybody on your page. Say, you're doing a live right now. Come on, That'll work too.
On the YouTube?
Yeah.
Or
just
the
go
Facebook.
where it says share underneath there.
Uh-huh.
Click that and then hit, and then you can make a post, and the post will go to your page.
I'll do it another time, not today. Most of my friends are kind of like family and coworkers that I've worked with. That's all. But next time, stuff like that, I'll do it. But we'll get people in here. We can try it. Well, good luck with that, Silent. Did John lose his mic?
What did he do? Oh, if I get to 500 subs. Oh, you can get 500 subs easy there, Chris.
How do you get 500 subs? I haven't learned that trick yet.
You just network, and that's what you do. And you've been doing a pretty good job of it, Ray. When I see you in these different, I've seen you in more than 2 or 3 different live streams, so that you're out there putting yourself out there. So
yeah, I've grown a little bit.
Yeah.
But
and once you do that, once you sit there and people know that you have a channel, they go, okay, well, I'll come sub to you. And then if they have a channel, then you do them the favor too,
Yeah.
All right, look, he's only 12 away from 500. That's good.
Well, there you go. We'll have to have a set up a next week live for him.
Hey, that's what you need to do is have a live stream. You and Silent Forgotten, both of you. That would be cool.
Yeah. I'll be turning my camera off for a second. I gotta turn off my air conditioner. It's cold in here.
Listen to that. He's cold. I'm cold.
I'm cold.
Really. You gotta love it. You gotta love this time of year, man. Autumn and the fall time and stuff. Football, cold weather, the leaves fall. Yep. Nothing like it. Okay, Silent Forgotten. I think it's going to be easy. You're going to have, as soon as you do that, it's going to be another week or so. You'll have 500. What's going to be the celebration? Okay, if you want to know, Chris, if you want to know how to do a live stream horizontal, you know where to go. You know where to go to my community page. She can shoot at cans, really. That would be cool.
Okay, I'm back.
Joanne, I was going to tell you, one of the things I was looking at is I always look at like things that I could go look in Oklahoma, all these different things to do I can make videos and stuff. And one of the things I ran across was a thing called the Oklahoma Full Auto Shoot Association. So they do this a couple times a year, and then they get together and they have this big old chunk of land way out there, and they charge people to come in, and then they charge you. Each individual person charges to shoot like full automatic guns, and they have like a place where you can way out there where you could like shoot cars and stuff, and it's pretty neat. I went, that would be great to go out there and just video it if they let you video it. Can you imagine all the sound and stuff? That'd be cool. Brexman will teach me how to do my live, John. Well, you're going to be, Brexman teaches you, you're going to be forever doing lives on a vertical. Ralphie boy, how you doing, Ralphie boy? What's up, man? How's things going on in Minnesota land up there?
Gotta fix myself again.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Dutchman. I think you did mention something. You didn't tell me they were from Ada, though. You know where Ada is, don't you? That's cool. That's down south down there. So, Dutchman, I wonder if you know where Turner Falls is in Oklahoma. They got a cool 75, 80-foot waterfall called Turner Falls, but they made it into a tourist trap, and there's a big swimming area underneath it. You got to pay like $30 to get in, but it's definitely beautiful. I need to go make a waterfall video of that just to show Bree that we have waterfalls in Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go. Full auto is fun, but a waste of ammo. Yeah, you're paying for the ammo, though. There you go. Look, I woke up Bree. She said, hello, waterfall. Yeah, it's like 77. If the water is going, Bree, then it looks really beautiful. And then on the eastern part of Oklahoma, there's a place called it's some kind of waterfall park. It has more than one. I need to go out there, but they said check to make sure there's water running, because we don't have snow-capped mountains like you have where you live, Bree. So it's got to be more or less rain and stuff that causes these to have the waterfalls. So, but yeah, I need to go to the east side over there to the waterfalls, and I need to get Turner Falls. Whenever I get a Turner Falls one, if I have to pay $30 to go inside just to film it, what the heck, I'll go in there and still do it, and make a big old full-length video and just go woohoo like Bree. Woohoo! That'll be the title of it. Woohoo!
Okay, woohoo, Bree.
So here you go. Ralphie said, I qualified expert with the M60 and the M16. There you go, Ralphie. Ralphie boy, I don't know how long you've been listening in here, but Out of all these people in here, guess who was the best shot? He won't ever guess Joanne, will he? The Minnesota State Fair is going currently. Cool.
Fairs are nice.
Yes, gotta
It's
go.
not hot.
Gotta get it when it's flowing. Yes, I'm going to, Bree.
Okay, Bree. Let me give you a little jealousy to you. Of course, nowhere compared, but I have swam under Dry Devil Falls and Niagara Falls. No, not Niagara Falls, but Yosemite Falls.
Yeah,
And
Yosemite.
I hiked up to halfway to Half Moon Mountain.
Yeah, Ralphie boy, it's Joanne. Joanne's the best shot. Well, you might be too, but I don't really know you, so. But I know Joanne's good.
Well, good for you, Joanne.
Really. Ralphie boy, have you heard from our friend anywhere up there? Have you heard? Have you seen her on any of the lives up there, the police chase lives and stuff? I talked to her a couple times, texting and stuff, but she's still going through a lot of stuff with her family stuff. So I don't want to elaborate too much on it, but you know what I'm talking about. Dutchman, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. That's funny. That song was made by, originally, I think it was made by, what's his name? The reggae guy. But the version that everybody likes is the Eric Clapton version.
Oh.
Ma Deuce cures all. Right on. The Ma Deuce bullets, they're so big, shoot, there's nothing left if it hits you. Well, yeah, I've texted her a couple times and I've talked to her, Ralphie boy, but she's still going through some family problems. So I'm thinking she'll be back though when she gets tired of all that and wants to come raise a ruckus, and she'll be back in these live streams and give it as heck. I hope. I kind of miss her. Yes, Eric Clapton. Yeah.
I'm not really a gun person. Nothing against them at all, but just not something I particularly care to do.
Yeah.
But nothing against them. Everybody can shoot
Well,
their guns, whatever
I've been having a concealed carry permit for the last 30 years, Ray. So, I've never really thought about what am I going to do if I have to pull it out and actually use it and all that stuff. It'd just be a horrible ordeal to have to do that. So.
Yeah, that's kind of part of the problem too. But I just never really took an interest in them, even though I do have some. So
Yeah, Bree, she could always use some love and hellos and shout outs, man. But everybody has to deal with their own problems outside of YouTube and stuff. YouTube is pretty much a fantasy land for most of us. We want to watch stuff and get away from the regular stuff that happens in our life, and sometimes life really just sucks, So she would appreciate that, but I don't know. You know what to do. We got to rip up the APC 800 meters away with the M60. Wow. Ralphie boy, at this full auto shoot, they put cars and stuff out there and refrigerators and stuff and whatever, knickknacks and stuff to blow up, and they fill them up with tannerite. I don't know if you know what tannerite is, everybody, but it's just some kind of lightweight explosive that you can get. When you shoot it, it blows up and makes the explosion even bigger. I don't think I would like to go there, Ray, to go. I wouldn't want to go to one of those events to actually shoot all the guns. I would like to try one, to say that I did it, but mostly want to go just to videotape the people's faces when they're shooting them going, and the actual, they're shaking their hands, it'd make a cool video, I think. Joanne, that's the most fun I ever had with clothes on.
Okay, I'll be the shame person here with the small gun while they're all talking these M60s and
Yeah,
Max 45s.
I had forgotten. The only thing I ever shot was a cemetery, and that was with my phone, and they were already dead.
I had a problem with muskrats in my pond, so I borrowed a family member's 410 shotgun. And,
oh my God! I hope you did.
That really blows everybody away, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't think to use a BB gun instead of a 410.
Well, believe me, I got it at first shot.
Oh, did you? Okay, good.
It was,
so it took care of the problem then.
Maybe 30 feet away, maybe something like that. But
okay, Dutchman.
With that kind of firepower, 30 feet is like,
yeah,
probably pushing it.
Dutchman has to leave, so appreciate you coming up on the panel, Dutchman. And next time you come up, everything's going to be perfect. We're going to hear your voice and hear your stories, man. And Bree's gonna be hoping for that too. So catch you next time, Dutchman. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, Dutchman. You have a good night and get those 500 subs. We want to see you up here next week.
Really?
He already committed, right?
He said he's going
to get 500 subs. He'll go live.
Yeah. No, that's what's his name? That's Chris that said that.
Oh, okay. Okay, Chris. I'm old. I got the excuse.
That's okay. I have nothing else to do, so I have a BB gun too. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say is get a BB gun. It's always handy to have around, for the little rodents and stuff. But the thing that I would be scared of is using a 410 across a little pond. Is if something happens, you miss or something, it ricochet from that. That's the only thing that I was saying. But your pond and your land, what's behind it and all that. So you probably said I'm not going to miss. I'm going to get it anyway. So.
Well, it was kind of a downward shot, and but a 410 probably doesn't go very far. I mean, that shell is really small, and I think 30 feet to probably tickle some of those muskrats.
I forgot and said, actually, I shot my own Thanksgiving turkey once, but then everybody in the frozen food section of the grocery store ran like heck.
Oh, boy.
That's funny. There, I put you. I got a close up so we can see you now.
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
What kind of work did you do your whole life there, Ray?
I was mainly electronic.
On what?
Electronics. Basically.
Oh, electronics and stuff. Oh, that's cool.
But I did a lot of things. Construction.
Then you would like that. You would like that cartoon I posted on Facebook. And yeah, it's got this guy on there, and he doesn't have no eyebrows, and it says, "Never trust an electrician with no eyebrows."
Yeah, I did see that.
That's funny.
I did basically robotics, a lot of robotics.
Yeah.
But I did a lot of other things. I worked in construction in Lake Tahoe, and when I lived in Costa Mesa, I did construction work. And in Mexico, I did purchasing, and like I worked out on that construction site.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of mechanics, amateur mechanic.
You lived in Costa Rica too? Is it?
No, Costa Mesa,
Oh,
California.
Costa Rica. Okay.
I lived out in that area, Orange County, Huntington Beach.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Costa Mesa, I could probably call my hometown. But I've lived out in Irvine, Costa Mesa, Newport Beach. I've lived in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, Costa Mesa is kind of like my hometown. But I've been out here 25 years now.
California's kind of weird, man. They got all these blank areas where there's no people or nothing out there. But then the places that the people are, there's too many people, you know. But that's how it is there. That's just how it is. But like I like that drive going down there where the Coachella Valley and all that was down there. Seeing all those big giant palm trees and stuff. It's amazing stuff, man. I had a good trip. I can't wait to go again, but I don't really want to go out there again, you know. I want to go north this time. I want to go up north to South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Arizona. I mean, not Arizona, Wyoming. I want to go to those states now.
Yeah, those are the only places that I haven't been, the northern states. Yeah. Or the upper eastern states.
Yeah.
But like the eastern, you know, like North Carolina, I've been to a lot. But yeah, that's on my bucket list. Those states of, you know, North Dakota, Wisconsin,
yeah,
Minnesota.
No, you gotta say it like they say, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Hey, look who it is. Look who it is. Brexton.
Brexton.
Hey, Brexton, how you doing, man? Welcome to the live. Brexton, I don't know if I should ask you this, but you want to come up on the panel? If you want to, here you go. Let's see. There you go. John goes to sketchy area.
I was going to go to Upper Michigan and Wisconsin this summer, but I got real behind in the repairs of my house. So I kind of canceled all that. Still hoping I could go.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, I kind of wanted to go up to Michigan and see what that is all about up there, but I heard they got mosquitoes bigger than seagulls up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wanting to go up to Michigan and then come around the top of Michigan and down through Wisconsin and then back home, you know, through Chicago area. But
yeah.
But like I got behind. I'm about 2 months behind on my floors inside my house.
Yeah.
And it's mainly the person helping me. He has his plate full too. And he was supposed to be helping me like 3 hours a week, 3 hours a day, twice a week. But he's had a lot of problems with his wife being sick and having to do stuff that he's only making it now about 3 hours a week. So,
yeah.
But that's, I'm still about two months behind of where I want it to be. But it is what it is. Progress is what counts for me.
Yep, that's it. That you got to do what you have to do. So first,
And, I'm proud of what I've done so far, what I've gotten done.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's it's big. It's big what I've done already. So, like I said, it is what it is. But I'm happy what I've done.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad, man. That's good. If that makes you feel good and you do that, then yeah, that's what counts, man. Because all these other things, to go see trips and things, all that could wait, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'll be going to California in probably mid-December,
Yeah.
hopefully, and I usually stay to mid-March. So,
Oh, do what I did. Make a live streams while you're driving. Hey, at one time I got like 95,000 people. You know how they always say you got this many in the last 28 days. It was like going from 95,000 to 100,000 just because of those lives.
wow.
Yeah. And I didn't get great service all the time, but one time I went like through the Tehachapi Pass over there. It started raining. I went, oh no, man, my live stream. So I had to pull over and stuff because I was going to go to that place at Tehachapi Pass. They have the trains go by and stuff. But it got a big old rainstorm. I just sat there at some gas station I had to pull off of. That ended that one. But that was one of my good live streams, though. I got a bunch of people in there. I about poo-pooed out breast. What? What did she say? Oh, she's talking to Brexit. Okay. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to go again. I just don't want to do anything while it's so dang hot where you can't breathe, It's hard to breathe and shoot.
Yeah, it's no fun when it's hot.
No telling if you stay in a hotel or something and book one, then no telling how good their air is working either because it's been so dang hot lately, And also I learned my lesson, just anytime you book of some place online, make sure you check it first because I made the big mistake when I was in Barstow and I was in a hurry to get back to Barstow because I forgot why, but it's because it was getting dark and stuff. But I just said, well, I'm going to call this Motel 6 over there, and I get it, and I get there, and it's the sorriest, crappiest place, and it was run by foreign people, and I was terribly unhappy with it, man. But I just stayed there for one night and got the heck out of there. But it was a sketchy part of town. It was nasty and stuff, and anybody, if you make any kind of reservation online, check it out first, scan comments and all that stuff on it, don't just take it just because they're so-and-so that they're good, and he wasn't about to give me my money back or nothing either. I was like, I don't want to stay in this room and blah, blah, blah. He goes, we don't have no other choice, blah, blah, blah. I was pissed, man.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah.
I rented a room up in Medina, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Wife and me, and we went in there, and it was like $50.
Yeah.
For the night, and we walk into the room, and it was like small, tiny, kind of like that cheap IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
But it's just like we look at it, and we're like, this is not a $50 room.
Yeah.
And it's like, we left. We canceled it. We left. It's like this. No, we're not going to pay it.
Yeah, really. Exactly, man. Because you're the one paying for the place to stay. All you want is somewhere nice and stuff, but now it's hard to get anything for under $100 that's any decent anyway,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I usually,
but
I don't know what it is there, but the last time it was about $90, but
yeah,
the cost of having a pet, some of them are pretty expensive, but
yeah, that's why that's why I stay with Motel 6 because every Motel 6 is free pets, so, but yeah, it's just a big pain in the butt if you have a pet and you got to pay extra, you're paying like they charge you like it's a person, and I go, no, man, it's a pet.
Yeah, it used to be $10, and that's nothing.
Yeah.
I can see it,
Yeah.
A lot of dogs have accidents, and they have to shampoo carpets and
yeah.
stuff.
And then you go
when they want $25, some of them now, and it's like,
yeah. Then you go to the bigger towns, and all of a sudden, all the hotels triple in price. Like when I go to the OU Texas game every year, the hotel I stay down there costs us like $185.
Oh wow!
For me and this guy, this other guy that I go with, but it's like, I don't know, it's something by Hilton, but it's a decent room though. They have good food and they have, you can relax and stuff there. But you know, that's just a little bit too much to be paying for. But I figure once a year it's okay, you know.
Yeah, I think the most I paid is like $165, but
Yeah,
it was kind of a mini suite in
yeah.
Cherokee, North Carolina.
Well, 185 is a lot, but if you split it with somebody else, it's a lot better, you know. So,
Yeah,
but
I'll be right back. I'm gonna.
okay. Braxton said a friend of mine got an email from a source saying they were AT&T. They said her phone was hacked. This is blah blah blah. It was fake. Blah blah blah. So be careful. Most everything is fake now. Braxton. They have all kinds of fake stuff, and you just have to know if it's the real thing or not, you know. And most of the time, like if your bank calls you, you just call your bank and ask them. They'll tell you. If it's AT&T, just call them and ask them. You know, it's just a bunch of scammers. But AT&T, they were involved in that big old, not a scam, but they're involved in that thing where somebody hacked in and got everybody's information and stuff. And they said if you're a part of it, they go, if you got your information, all this, then you're eligible for all this money back and stuff. So I signed up for it because they sent me a thing that said that mine was part of it that was hacked, that I need to change passwords and stuff. But let's see if I get any money from that. I'll tell you guys about it. I read about bugs, bed bugs. Yeah, the Roach Motel. No, I won't stay at those kind of motels. I'm not gonna stay at like a $29.95 motel just because you want to get a place to sleep. I'd rather sleep in the van. Shoot, I don't have no bugs in the van. And how often do they actually change those sheets? Really? Yeah, exactly, man. Joanne, I won't stay at the Clown Motel. Yeah, but Braxton, you're one of those people that believe that it's totally haunted and all that stuff too, though, right? You like using those meters and all that stuff, and what do they call it? That if there's a ghost in the room, the meter shines and all that kind of stuff. So, yep, people are always trying to scam me. Joanne says, yeah, it seems like they don't have nothing better to do, man. And if they could scam one person and make money off of it, then they've done their stupid job, huh? There you go. I don't know if you're joking or not. I always get the honeymoon suite, but I'm usually by myself. Nope, I hate clones. Clowns. No, I always figure if you're gonna get a room and pay for a decent one, so you know it's nice and clean, and you get your rest. You get a good breakfast, and all that stuff, you know. Exactly, you know.
Yeah, that's my problem now. Is I kind of just have to stay at hotel rooms.
Yeah,
I'm not really set up to camp, but like if I'm going to California, you know, I can sleep in my driver's seat at Love's or something like that for the night. But
yeah,
if I'm going to stay someplace, give me a hotel room.
yeah. There's a couple of rest areas that you can sleep at that are pretty decent too, but you know, you just never know what's going to happen at a rest area. I say that, then somebody's going to say no because they'll attack you at a rest area too. Blah blah blah. You know, so
Yeah, it's
you know, nowhere is 100 totally% safe. You know,
yeah.
but sometimes you don't have no choice. You want to just stop and get some shut eye before you keep going. You know, it's better than keep going and getting in an accident because you fall asleep. So,
Oh yeah, I could relate to that.
yeah.
Yeah, falling asleep driving. I usually drive sometimes late at night. I like driving late at night more than I do during the day. But Boy, 2, 3 in the morning, you get that eye starts like, I don't want no moss roads.
Yeah. Well, I can't stand trying to drive when it's raining, when it's like a steady rain and night, and then all the reflections off the lights and everything are all over the road and everything. It's just too distracting. I
Oh,
don't like it.
that is hard.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I could do it, but I would rather not, and I'd rather pull over and wait for the rain to stop. But
Especially if you're going through St. Louis, Missouri.
oh yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
when it's like that kind of conditions,
Yeah,
and you have to keep an eye up on the billboards because the roads
Yeah.
keep changing on you.
yeah, yeah,
And they don't have many signs to hit in that 44 to go
Yeah.
get through to Tulsa and Oklahoma City, right?
yeah,
And they have so many bypasses to Chicago, to Memphis, and it's that kind of conditions, like you just said, the glare, the rain, the
yeah.
foggy windows.
Yeah, and to top it all off, I don't know if these people know, but when you're driving through St. Louis and you're going the highways that we're talking about, when you go through town, if you get off right there, that's the bad part of town right there. So,
Oh, I did end up on the.
you know,
I
so,
did end up in a little bad area there when I
Yeah,
got off the
yeah.
freeway, and all I could do is kind of like, I don't care where you go, just get me back on the freeway.
really, that's like Dallas. Dallas used to have all these crazy highways going, all these exits and stuff going everywhere. And once we needed gas, we got off at this one, and this place was it looked kind of weird, this gas station. It was like just about in the evening time, getting dark, and they had a window, but you couldn't go inside or nothing. But they had a window there that you could pay or whatever. I just asked him, how to get to so and so, and he goes, "You need to get the hell out of here as quick as possible." And I was going to say why, but I just listened to him and I got out of there. You need to get the hell out of here because it's a bad part of town. I was appreciative of him to tell me that. I said, good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the travel stories people can tell, right?
Brexton said, I went to Galveston one time and checked into the RV encampment on the beach. Paid $20 for my car and slept in my car. All hotels were booked. It was great. Oh, you paid too much, Brexton, because you can go to Galveston and you were already in Galveston. You could have went up to Boulevard Peninsula and paid $10 and you get a pass for the whole year and you could go car camp on the beach over there. But that's a good idea, actually, Brexton. In fact, in the bay down there by Galveston and Corpus Christi and all those places, there's some good places to go camping down there. There's like 4 or 5 places that you can go camping down there, and they're all free. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And most of them, you have the beach and the sand and all that, and they do have restrooms and stuff too. So that's a pretty good deal for free, Brexton said, I know, but I was afraid of being robbed. Well, that's everywhere, Brexton. It's not, it's like I was saying about stopping at a rest area. Sometimes, not every state allows you to stay at a rest area to go stay overnight. But the ones that do, you're like, oh, this is nice. It must be safe. But you can get robbed anywhere, This was on Stewart Beach. Oh, okay. I think everywhere is bad now. Yeah. And you know why it's bad too, but we don't want to get into all that stuff, Joanne, because when the economy is bad and crime is going to get bad, and get worse and worse all the time. So, and people will do anything to get money, and then what happens is the money that they steal from you or get somewhere is not getting them all the stuff that they want, So they just keep doing it. They do more and more. And that's your increasing crime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get easier, that's for sure, as far as the crime goes.
Well, it's not going to get easier unless things do 100% turnaround, and then the economy gets real good, the gas gets cheap, the food gets cheap again, then everybody might lighten up a little bit. Hey, there's Out All Day. Now this is a guy that has a really kick butt channel right here, Mr. Out All Day. If you like outdoor stuff and you like to go fishing, and right now he's in Southern California. He's out there in Southern California area and close to LA, but over the mountains, I think. But he does a lot of fishing videos and stuff and all kind of stuff. He did one recently about the Sierra Mountains. So check his stuff out. Somebody can drop his link if you want to. He's a good guy. Out All Day. Yep, these days it's crazy. Keep up your guard. Wackos are everywhere. Exactly. It doesn't matter where you're at, Silent Forgotten. It's just wherever they're at that that's needing whatever they need, That's what you got to watch for. My neighbors on both sides kept bringing me food off there. Really, there you go. Drop a link.
Yeah, the way it's getting, I'm trying to head through Joanne's way of life.
Yeah, really.
Sleep with money under my pillow.
Out All Day saying, I'm listening to you guys at the softball field. All right, cool, man. we're just shooting the bull. Shooting the bull, Mike. Mike is out all day.
Mike must be in California.
Yeah, he's in California.
Yeah.
So there it's what, six something instead of 9:50 something.
11, 7 o'clock maybe? No. 11 here. 3 hours.
Can somebody drop his link? Let me see. How about you, Silent Forgotten? I think you can. Can you drop Out All Day's link so everybody can sub to him, or everybody can go check him out? Yeah, he does. He does some good fishing ones, and like this last video that he just released last week, he put going to the Sierra Mountains up there on California and Nevada side up there, and all it was is like about all the different lakes and what it takes to get there, the drive and stuff. It's pretty interesting. It's a good how-to video, right? Actually, 8 p.m. right now here in Southern Cal. Okay, yeah, that's 2 hours behind. So,
okay, what part of Southern Cal you in out all day?
He's down there by the Dinos. He's down there by the Dinos.
Dinos?
The San Bernardinos.
Oh, the San Bernardino. Okay.
I can on the laptop. Okay. No problem. No problem.
I got a question for you, John. When I'm not like on the panel, when you put the link in there, you just click on it and it takes you up to the panel.
I didn't understand the whole question.
Like if I'm on the chat, you put the link to join.
Yeah.
So up on the panel, I just click on it and.
Yeah. Like what?
I kind of go into what they call a basement or something, and then you.
Yeah, the studio, like there, like I just just posted this, right?
Right.
Okay. So like if Out All Day, hey Out All Day, if you want to come up on panel real quick for like 5 minutes, you can come up here, man, and say howdy. There's the link, and then he'll click that link and see down here on the StreamYard side where I'm down in the panel, and down here, if Out All Day clicks that link and comes on, he'll appear right there next to us, and then it'll say add him to the stream.
Okay.
Let's see.
Who's winning?
Let's see if he does.
Yeah, this is going to take me a little while to learn it, especially I'm not the best in right now in comprehension.
Well, you know what, Ray? This way is so much easier than like trying to tell somebody how to do it. Like you have to go to StreamYard.com and find me and do this and that. Okay. See, he just appeared in the basement. See it? Look on the StreamYard. There's Mike. I'm going to add you on here, Mike. Okay?
What's up, guys?
There you go. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Say hi. Who's winning?
What's that?
Who's winning?
I think we are. Charlotte's the one playing the softball. I'm watching my niece right now.
Cool.
So yeah, no, we're just. Here, let me see if I can turn the camera around. I'll show you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn the camera around. Yeah, I don't think I can turn the camera around. But oh wait, hold on, let me see. No, maybe not. I guess not. But yeah, hold on. I'll turn it around. So there we are at the ball field. See, at the softball field.
Yeah.
So it's slow pitch softball right now, and we're just kind of doing our thing.
Is Charlotte with him?
Charlotte is. Hold on. Let me see. I'll go find her. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. I think she just got up to bat. Hold on. Let me see.
What school you represent?
All right.
Oh, hold on. I got it right here. Hey, say hi. Say hi to John.
Hey,
Hi,
hi.
Charlotte. How are you?
How you doing?
And then right here, this was one of my favorite coaches from T-ball. He helped me coach in T-ball. He's a big Dodger fan. He's a big Dodger fan. I mean, he got it. So, but yeah, like I said, we're just kind of hanging out for a little bit, doing our thing over here. And I don't know if you guys can hear all the kids and stuff here in the back, a bunch of kids. But so yeah, we're gonna be here for a couple days. What, sweetie? What? It's okay. You guys play good. Say I got to babysit. You want to say hi? Oh, you want to say hi to John? You guys want to say hi?
Hi. How are you?
So
Good.
yeah,
Cool. Cool stuff.
So yeah, we're doing our thing over here, and it's nice weather. We're just kind of getting things going here. We're starting to get some cooler weather here in Southern California.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey John, I appreciate the shout outs to everybody. Thank you everybody for that. And yeah, I'll be working on some more videos, trying to do some more things to keep the outdoor activities alive. And I don't know if it's going to be fishing. I don't know what it's going to be, but I do have another Eastern Sierra fishing trip coming up next month that we're going to be going to. So that'll be there. I'll probably do some live streaming from the campground. Yeah. And then that's going to be about it. So.
All right. Thanks for coming out, man.
Guys, you guys have a good one. It looks like the game just ended, so we're going to take off. So
thanks
good talking with you guys, and we'll see you guys later.
Talk to you later, man. Bye.
Okay, bye.
See, that was pretty cool, huh?
What was his channel about?
He's about outdoors, fishing and out exploring outdoors and stuff.
Okay, I may have seen him the other day.
Let me see.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool. He got up on there. Let me see. I don't know if it'll let me drop the link on it. But let me see. I will. See, here's what happens when I try to drop a link. Oh, I did. It worked, huh? Somebody click that. Somebody click that and see if that works. That link works. But that's him. His name is Mike.
Okay.
He's pretty cool, man. You need to sub up to him. He's got some good stuff up there too. And it's all California stuff, Southern California, and like you said, like the Sierra Mountains and stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna click on it. See if it.
Okay, it worked. I subscribed to him.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, cool. I didn't know I could do that. All this time, I didn't think that if you're not a moderator, you couldn't drop a link like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just subbed to him. I'm gonna have to go through my subs and start deleting some of them. That my list of subs are too long. There's some of them I haven't been to in a year because I've been getting newer ones.
How can it be too long? If you sub to everyone and they sub to you, how can it be too long? Right? Really?
Well, but not everybody sub. A lot of them are old links, you know. That
Yeah. Yeah.
And that I just kind of stopped going to. Once all this live stuff started, I kind of dropped all the ones that were just that were just like videos, right?
Yeah.
And most of them were all travel videos. I like the travel videos because I can't travel anymore that much.
Mm-hmm.
So just it's a good way to see the world, you know.
Well, people say, why do you even keep the live streams up after you do it? You know, well, because you can still have the live streams monetized. You know, if you have a 2 or 3 hour live stream and you get a bunch of people to watch it, you get paid for it. So, so that's a good deal. Like I don't know if you saw my the community page the other day, and I said, see, I'm a mod for Wonder Hussy. This girl called Wonder Hussy. And she has 278 or something like that, 278,000 people. Okay. She only does live streams on 1 hour. And that's it. That's all she'll do. But I'm one of her mods. There's 2 mods, me and this girl. She had 1,985 people in her chat. Can you imagine that? Plus, that 1 hour video that she did live, right? She keeps hers up there. She's got like 48,000 views on that already. So she's making money off of that. So that's why you keep your lives up also, see?
You just keep the live stream going?
No. I'm talking about after this is over and after I end it and all that stuff, then it will go up into my channel, like as far as the lives. You click on the lives and you see all the lives that we've done and stuff, and it'll stay up there. You know, a lot of people will just like delete them and stuff. You know, but I like to keep them up there because they're worth money. You know,
yeah.
She's just an example of that. You know, I'm not saying that I'm going to ever get that big, but that's just an example of why you do keep your live streams up. You know,
right? Oh yeah.
Because if it makes it rolls some money in, good, you know.
Oh yeah, for those that depend on it as income.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't. A lot of them don't have a real job. They travel around in their vans.
Like I just got
There's expenses. There's gas.
I got my first payday, man. I got my first payday from YouTube the other day. It was only $109, but hey, what the heck, you know? I could use that $109 and put it for gas or whatever, you know. It's going to help out. It'll help out for the next time, you know. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not gonna make it all the time because I'm not.
Did it show you how many hours you did, or viewing hours?
Well, all that information is in your YouTube studio, Ray. So that's why.
Oh yeah, I look at that, but
that's why I tell everybody to get that on their phone and get familiar with that because it's easier. It makes it easier. And then once you
learn more of the studio thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I go there but for all my own.
Yeah, but
my
see,
own little research.
It has a dashboard and it tells you all your up to date stats. It tells you what's your last video, how many views that you really have on it, how many people like it, what the comments are. It has all that information.
Oh yeah, I do use that for my personal thing, but I didn't know to like go live through that, where you could see chat or something like that, you know. But
yeah, exactly. You know, I mean,
I'll have to get more job. Right now, I just use it to manage my own videos and.
You use it. You use it now, Brexton. I told you about it a long time ago. I kept telling you a long time ago. Get into the YouTube studio. And what's great about it is they have templates in there, and a template is a easier way for you to remember. It remembers all your details. Like I could put SoonerJHtravels, then I could put all my hashtags like hashtag SoonerJHtravel, hashtag Oklahoma, hashtag this. Then I could have all this little stuff that I want everyone, like my email address and all that. And that's always kept in there. And every time I do a video, if I go through that, it has all the information automatically added to it, you know, instead of having gone through it all by one and doing it every single time, you know. So yeah, exactly. Silent Forgotten. The dashboarded stuff is very, very helpful. And if you check into the stats and stuff, it gives you all your statistical stuff that it tells you. It breaks it down who's watching your channel, whether they're guys, girls, where they're at, their time zones, and all that stuff. And it gives you suggestions on what they're looking for. When you get all these kind of people watching and stuff, they say, here's what they're looking for. Like I'm under the travel category. That's another important subject also if you're doing a channel. Ray, is what category you're under. I don't know if you're under like just social one or influencer or whatever, but I put mine under. I used to be like the one where, you know, where they did a lot of live streams and stuff, and you know, I changed it to travel. And when I went to travel and event, I went to travel and events, and I got a bunch more views and stuff. So you need to think about that too. So
should I have just one playlist or two, or does it matter how many playlists you make?
You can have 1,000 playlists if you want to.
Well, I have like 5 of them or something like that.
But I'm not talking about playlists. I'm talking about your category.
Uh-huh.
What your category is whenever you started your YouTube channel, you had to click a thing about what your channel is going to be, you know, shown to.
Okay.
You know, so that's important. You know, like if you put it in there like educational something and you're not educational, but then nobody's going to watch your channel. But, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I'll look into that too.
Yeah, well, see, that's in studio also. So, yeah.
Well, someday we'll have to spend some messaging time and
Yeah.
set that up if you want. You know, kind of help me guide through a little. Because I have time, you know, I get bored trying to comprehend some of the stuff. But, you know, once someone shows me a little bit of the ropes, like today, right?
Look at Texas Brexton. He says, I accidentally did a live stream tonight at 8:30 and had 48 people come in that first 5 minutes, so I kept it. See?
That's cool. Oh.
You can have many playlists. Yeah. I have playlists because I have so many videos. So I have playlists, just the travel videos, just the music one, just this and that. Hey, if you guys like free movies, I have 2 playlists. I had one, but I got so many movies on there that it's hard to look through them. Oh. So I made another one, and now that's getting too full. So I have 2 playlists that have over 800 movies in there, man. Check it out. They're cool movies. They're all free, and they're all in there, man. You know, YouTube has a bunch of great stuff. I got to admit I'm premium anyway, so I don't, you know, so, but still, they got all those free movies and stuff. It's pretty cool. So if you want to watch some movies, go through my playlist and go look through it, man. And it's not just old movies, but I like westerns. I like war movies. I like Bonanza and stuff like that. I got that stuff in there. You know, I got all kind of stuff in there. So, yeah. So playlists are cool. I also have music playlists where I have like, one is, it's getting too big. Also, it's just live concerts of bands and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, playlists help a lot. Where playlists help you a lot is when you're trying to boost your watch hours. What a lot of people will do is get their best videos that they have and put it in one playlist. And so let's say there's like 40 videos in there and they're all the best videos that they have. Then he'll say, well, I need hours. So can you guys start running my playlist? And tells everybody to run the playlist, and they'll do that. And he'll get accumulated hours for people doing that. See? So yeah, playlists are very important.
Okay, I'll try to manage those around because because like I said, a year ago I was not a creator. A year
Yeah.
ago I was just watcher, and the 3-4 videos that I did have,
Mm-hmm.
they were
Well,
nice, but
well, I used to not think like a creator and stuff because pretty much all I ever do was mod for a bunch of people and stuff. But then when I decided I want my own channel, I want to do my own stuff. I did it like full speed ahead, and I wanted to do it and really think of all the things to make it run,
right.
And that's why you see me doing all these things that I do. So it's not like,
you do a lot.
yeah,
I don't know how you do so many. I keep getting all your shorts of your cars.
yeah. Well, the car show one, I still have a million cars left from that one, but come September the 3rd, I have another big car show in this little town called Choctaw, and they have like a big park outside and stuff. There's a bunch of cars going to be at that one, and I'm going to go to that one too. and the way I've learned how to do it now is I take my action camera on my little stick, and then I start filming. But if I see a car that then I'm going to put on my short, I have to stop and then use my phone and do the vertical way, that they do the shorts and stuff. So yeah, it takes a lot of work to do all that stuff, but I've gotten used to it now, and look at all the content I got out of it, and
Yeah,
a lot of people like it. So
yeah, I have a lot of cars on mine. I've been to quite a few car shows too.
yeah,
But my thing is, I've tried not to overwhelm people with the same stuff over and over.
yeah,
I haven't been posting much of my fixing up my house because I've been doing it. This year I've been doing it since March, and it to me it just gets repetitive, right? Too much. And but I have a lot of cars. Maybe I should do something like you, step on your toes, and make my cars into shorts.
yeah. That's a good because look, what people love is they love old cars, man. No matter what, you post an old car, people are going to watch it and look at it, So, and the minimum I get on the car shorts is like over 500 or 600, and most I get, like some of them go up to 3,000. So that's a lot of views for like
maybe I'll work on more of those, because I got there's a place up here that's called Pioneer Days,
mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like this town fair, right?
Yeah.
And every year they have a really good car show.
Yeah.
And carnival rides and food trucks.
Yeah. And you know what else?
And I've been to it almost every single year.
You know what?
I got cars galore pictures.
You know what else they love? They're Ray. Not only do they love old cars and stuff, people love watching trains and planes. So if you have a small airport, you can take pictures of planes, or any place where you can stop and get good shots of trains and stuff. They eat that stuff up, man. And I've been telling Brexton this for 2 years now, but he's never listened to me. But he lives near Dallas Fort Worth Airport, and Fort Worth, that's like a big train hub and airplane hub, and he can get all kinds of footage like that, but he just doesn't want to do that, But yeah, they love trains, planes, and automobiles, man.
Okay, good night, Joanne. Thank you for being here. You have a good night.
Good night, Joanne. I know you're probably going to just go to Brenda's or something, but that's okay, man. I love having you in here, and I'm sorry that you got hurt, and I'm sorry that I didn't know about it. And I hope you get well, Joanne, and feel better. Thanks a lot for coming in. I love you. But yeah, they just love it, man. They love cars, planes, and trains, man. Trains and planes and automobiles, like the movie.
Right.
But yeah, anytime you can do that. Like one of the things I have planned is I already told you about the big boy, the 4014. I just drool over that, I get excited talking about that. But I can't wait for that to come. It's going to be coming from Dallas Fort Worth, but when it comes up to Durant, my daughter lives down in Durant. It's in South Oklahoma, and I'm going to go down there and get pictures and make a video of that of the big boy. And then I'm gonna race it up to Muskogee, Oklahoma, to see who gets there first, and then take pictures as it leaves Muskogee. I think it's going to stay the night and then leave in the morning, but that'll give me a chance to get the good stuff. What date on the car show in Choctaw? That's going to be on. It's going to be the Labor Day weekend, Rexton. It's going to be like Monday the 2nd or something like that. It's going to be weird because it's not like a weekend or something, but it's going to be Monday the 2nd, I think. That whole week is going to be weird. That's the Labor Day weekend. Is it Labor Day? Yeah. Yeah, that's when all the football and all that starts out and stuff.
Yeah, the one where I go to is in it's called Kalida, Ohio, and it's the
Yeah.
weekend after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of my videos that have the car shows?
No, I haven't dug deep inside your stuff really.
Okay. Well, there's one that I did about a year ago, one of my first lives.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not on. Maybe it's on my Facebook, but I have a bunch of cars, that I have posted. Yeah, there's probably a playlist for autos and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you should check some of them out. They're
Yeah, I will.
like I say, they're very immature, but I'm growing.
And just like you're saying that, you check some of mine out. I just made a playlist with the car shows and stuff in it. So I have probably I don't know 8 or 10 car shows in there, and they're like awesome, man. It's like, oh, cool. But see, when I first started doing the car shows, I didn't think to make shorts out of every one of them. That's just recently out of the last couple car shows that I went to.
Yeah.
But now I know what to do, and you're going to really get the views doing that. Make the big video and make the shorts also.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm, like my first live that I did, Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Was a car show at the fair.
Mm-hmm.
In my area right here. So, but yeah, it was learning. It was my first one, and I did pretty good, I think, but I think I like better just recording it because you get better picture and sound and everything.
Yeah.
If you just make the thing, but I might make a couple shorts, see what happens. But I see your Facebook shorts all the time.
Yeah. Also, here's another thing I'll tell you too, Ray. Okay, you have regular videos that you like, right? That you have, and I'm sure in those videos there's a part of them that you really like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you get on your phone, but this only works on your phone. You get on your phone and you go to your channel and you find out a certain video. Look on there, and it's going to say, what's the word for it? Let's see. I'm looking it up right now. Okay, it's going to say remix, okay? So go find a video of yours, and it'll hit remix. And when you hit the remix, it opens up this thing that says edit into a short, okay? Then you just clip whatever you want that you think is cool in that video and make a short out of it. And then when you post it, it has a link to your full video also. So you're getting people to look at the short and the full video. That's cool.
Okay, is that on Facebook or YouTube?
No, that's on YouTube.
Okay.
I just told you it's YouTube, but it's only on your phone.
Oh.
Okay? It's only on your phone, and it says remix. You can't do it without the remix. See, on the YouTube on your computer, you can't do it because they don't have a button that says remix.
Oh, okay.
So isn't that cool?
Yeah, that sounds good.
See, and if Brexton was listening, then he needs to do that also. Did you understand all that I said just now, Brexton? There's a remix button on your phone. It's only on your phone, and you can make shorts with it, man. That's cool. Anything that helps you do stuff like that, I'm all for it, man. I'll try it. When I first started out, I couldn't wait to get a community page so I could say stuff on the community, But yeah, there's all kinds of things like that that nobody really knows about. And if you're just starting out, nobody knows. Nobody tells you unless you sit there and ask everybody. And you're going, what? A remix button? I never heard of that, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll give that, definitely work on that.
And what you can do with that, if you have a really cool video, like you said, you got a car video, you can just find the best 2 or 3 things out of there and make 3 shorts out of that, just like that, you know, because shorts only have to be like, what, 10, 20, 30 seconds. They could be up to a minute if they want to.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my hour count. I don't know if I turned something off.
Your hour count?
Yeah, you know, my YouTube studio of how long people are watching.
No, the hour count goes by the year. They count it by the year. So, like if if you have a set amount and then you don't do nothing for a long time, then it goes down when it comes back around in that year. That's why they do, you know.
Well, the thing is, I didn't have a lot of subscribers, and I got up to like 700-800 hours, right?
Yeah.
And that now that I have, you know, a lot more, I have like 110 subscribers. But it doesn't seem like I'm stuck at 900 hours in between there. And it just seems like it should be growing faster right now that I have all these subscribers.
but yeah, that's how they get out of it though. See, because if you're not serious about it and you don't keep the pressure on yourself to constantly make videos and stuff, then your hours are going to go down. And then it's possible that, like, I was just monetized, last year or real late or something like that. But it's possible if I got lazy and said, well, I'm not going to make another video for a few months and stuff, then that time that's going to come around again the next year after that, then they're going to say, well, you don't have enough hours anymore. And they could demonetize you for it. That's why I'm always constantly putting stuff out, even if it's just shorts, you know?
So even, I mean, as long as you keep putting something out every 3 months, right?
Yeah. You'll be good.
I don't know if I just turn something off. You know how it is with the settings, right? It just seems like I should be growing the hours because it's like, you know, I didn't have many subs at all for a long time. I think I've grown from
your live streams will get you a lot of hours also, watch time and stuff also.
Yeah.
So,
not many people show up to my live stream, so
well, because you don't put it out there,
right?
Like this one, I talked to you about it a few days ago, and we decided on Friday, so that gave me enough, like 2 days to make that cool little thing that says "Shooting the Bull," blah blah blah, and all that, right? And that was out there for at least 2 days, so people could see that, you know. So yeah. And Silent Forgotten, he's just saying right there, upload as much as possible, you know.
Okay, so, yeah. I just was kind of curious, as like why.
But see, your lives are pretty much like on the spur of the moment. You go, oh, this is cool.
Right, yeah.
I'm at the park. I'm going to do this, you know. Well, a lot of people aren't prepared for that, and they don't see it. Mm-hmm. So that's what you got to think
about. As far as my videos, it just seems like, you know, what's going on, because I'm getting a whole lot of subs. Not a whole lot, but I mean, I'm getting more than I had for 6 months.
Yeah.
That the hours just don't seem to be going anywhere, right? It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying, you know, it just seems like I'm stuck on like 900 hours, 950 hours, when I think I should be.
Well, if you do a live every week or so, that helps tremendously with your hours and stuff. And then the watch time, is just the people have to view your stuff. They can't just watch it. They can't just turn it on and just leave, you know, say, oh, I watched a couple minutes, I'm going to turn it off. You know, the worst thing that they can do is start watching your video and stop, and then don't watch the rest of it. But the best thing they could do is watch the whole thing. If they can watch from the very start to the end of your video, then you get good watch hours that way, you know. But yeah, there's
most of mine show up to be maybe between the 30%, 35% watch the whole video.
I don't know. It's all they have it all in there.
I mean, it's not very high, but it's really not low.
They have the stats in there, you know.
Yeah.
And what gets me is if you work your butt off on making a video that you think is real good or something yourself, you know, personally like it and stuff, and you put it out there, and you don't get any views at all on it or so. But then you think of one that, oh, I'll just put this out because I don't have nothing else to put out. Let me put this out. And you just thought of it as a throwaway one. And that one gets hundreds and hundreds of views. You know, you're like,
oh yeah, I got a couple.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if you're judging yourself right about what's the deal with your videos. You know, so all that stuff is helpful in looking at studio and stuff. So
yeah, I got a real bad one that I put up of a crop duster.
Yeah,
there's a crop duster, you know, and across the street, and it was flying real low over the house next, you know, in front of my house.
yeah.
So I just went out there and put my camera kind of leaning on the mailbox, right? I recorded that, and that thing kind of went viral compared to the, you know, kind of what I have, because I'm up into 14,000 views of it, you know, and it's not a really good video of it, but it's just, you know, there's this biplane or small plane crop dusting, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how'd that happen? How did I get 14,000 views, you know, or 13,000? And I have another one that is, let me see, what was that one about? They're harvesting the field across the street from my house. You know, they were harvesting the corn, and they had all their equipment out there, the harvesters and the hoppers and everything. And that one too, that one got up to like 12,000. It's just like, well, okay, this is cool. But anyway, I'm new. You know, I'm new at this, and
yeah, but
you know,
that's cool. A video of crop dusting plane. The only crop dusting around here is Brexton thinks what a crop dusting means that you go by and fart at somebody.
yeah. Well, those are two of my videos. One of harvesting across the street, and one of them doing the crop dusting.
Yeah.
And like you said, the airplanes. People like airplanes. Well, there's an airplane.
Yeah. And you know, anything that I post that flies recently gets thousands of views, man. I love it, man. You know, like I posted a short of a T-38 trainer. I got like 2,000. I don't know what it is. It's way up there though.
Wow.
So yeah, I'd love to see the crop duster one. That's in your history also.
Yeah.
Is it a
That's
full
in my
length?
library? Look at it under, I don't know exactly what, but yeah, it's the crop duster one, and like I said, I really wasn't planning it.
Well, good. Is it a movie or is it just a short?
It's a video. It's a
Okay,
video.
so go in there and
make a short one, like 3 minutes.
go in there and make a short out of it, man.
You know, that would work.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. The other day I missed a great shot. I was recording the clouds in front of my house from my porch, and I had the camera up there recording. And as soon as I hit the stop button of recording, there's some big bird, like I don't know if it was a hawk or an eagle or just a buzzard, flew from behind my house, and it would have flown right into the picture that I was recording.
Yeah,
you know, just like magically appearing. But it flew, it came right into it. Is the minute I hit that stop recording, and it's just like, holy mackerel!
really.
That would have been such a good video because it was so low.
Yeah,
It was like treetop. You know.
And once I was at the lake and I was shooting pictures of birds and stuff with the camera. I wasn't doing the video part, but I saw and I noticed a shadow above me, right? And then I noticed something flop, and it was a hawk that had a big old snake was flying overhead and dropped the dang snake. And I went, oh my God, if I would have got a picture of that or a video of that, just imagine, you know.
Yeah, it's funny how things work, you know, when you least expect it. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know if they're really eagles. I know there's eagles around here.
Yeah.
But they fly around, but they're so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. You put the camera out there and, you know, you can only get like a 2-3 second video and they're in the scene or out of the scene real quick. If you have it zoomed in, right? Which you have to have it if you want to get a good picture of the eagle. But if you don't have it zoomed in, then it's too far away to really even see it, you know. But they're fast. You can only get a couple second video.
Yep. It's hard to get them, you know.
Yeah.
But they make good stuff to view, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that crop duster one, you should go check it out. That's a nice one. It's short, like a 3-minute video, you know.
Yeah.
And
I'll have to check that out.
And like I see, that was totally unplanned. And you know, like I'm new to that, right? So I had it zoomed in too much to where the plane came into the view and out of the view in one part, which would have been a really good scene to record.
Yeah.
But it still came out all right. But I just like, if I wouldn't have had it zoomed as much, I would have gotten a much better shot of it, you know. But it's all okay, you know. Like I said, I'm not the creator. And when I did that one, I was surprised because I was only like 2 months into making videos to actually put them up,
you
know. So, but yeah, like I'm happy with what I've done in less than a year.
You got to be happy with what you're doing, or else it's going to show up on your work, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, that's one thing too. Is like I got to a point where I wanted to push more out, but then I got real sloppy with them, you know. And it's like, no, you want something that people's gonna make it worth their time at least, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and right now I'm just not in a good position to put videos out.
Yeah.
Like I was before, because I want to put quality out there. You know, then I put so many out of my work that I'm doing on my house that I'm kind of like, I don't want to saturate people with, you know, constant, oh, you know, here I am, I'm fixing another hole in my floor.
Well, you know what? You know, I used to be a mod for this person for a long time, and took me a while to figure out that she was just doing her channel because she was using the sympathy card for her thing, and she thought, well, if I do this, I'll get a bunch of people watching, blah blah blah. And then after, you know, she just did lives all the time, but she has virtually zero content on her regular channel, you know. And to me, I think content and views drive a channel. If you don't have any regular content on there and you don't have the viewership, then you're not going to make it. But her whole thing was, if she just did enough lives to make the 4,000 hours and all that stuff, you know, and the subs and all that, then she's going to be a successful channel. And it didn't work because she didn't get what she wanted out of it. And then she thought that there was a time when she was monetized, but then she didn't make nothing because she didn't have no content and no views. Yeah. And so she was disappointed with that. And she just thought that if she rode on people's coattails, she likes to go to the bigger channels and use them, you know, and say, I'm friends with so-and-so and this and that. But, you know, it didn't work for her channel. I went, no, I'm never going to have a channel like that, you know. Because I think content, you got to have content first, and then you got to have the views. And right. Especially now that I've been doing this for a while, and I did get monetized, I realized that it's the views that run your channel. Views is what pays you. You know, it doesn't matter if you have 3,000 subs, 2,000 subs. If you don't have no views, it's not going to be nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the views pretty much do it for you. You need the views.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm not, like I said, I don't need money, but I would like to see my views
exactly.
people, you know.
And I understand that too. I know you said, notice you said that, you know, I was giving you tips on how to do like, give me a coffee, buy me a coffee, add that on your, and you said, well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to pay taxes on it because I have this and that. I'm in the same boat as you, man. I don't have nothing. I mean, it's not like I have nothing out there. I have my 401 and all that stuff, but they have different rules in Oklahoma and stuff. So I'm not messing with that money right now. But, you know, I'm not afraid of making too much money off of YouTube and stuff. And I'm not trying to make it where I use YouTube as my only income also. I'm just using it to help out a little bit with the gas and stuff. That's it.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to make a mint off of it. Shoot, you know.
Yeah, it really, when you're old like us or me, you really have to keep control of your income because of the tax laws, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
And it's like, hell, you know, this is all messed up because, like, you know, I can't take money out either as much as I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you got to take 50% of your Social Security income, and then add your earned income. But then if you go over 25,000, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you start getting taxed.
Yeah.
And it's like, where does they don't explain where the tax starts. Does it start at 25,000 and then, you know, that's the zero and everything after that?
All that. Yeah. Yeah, but what pisses me off in the first place is they shouldn't tax that at all because we already paid taxes on that while we were working.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know? So don't give me that crap. They're going to tax it again, you know. But yeah, but
you have to pay for Medicare.
In my state, if you have a big old 401 and you put it over into a IRA savings because you're retired and stuff, it's all fine. You get the interest rates and all that you want. But here's the deal: once you reach, I think it's 70 or 71, then you have to start making withdrawing. I said, okay, well that's fine. At that time when I turn that age, then I'll just give myself a raise and I'll say, oh, give me another $1,500 a month or whatever, you know, a week until it comes out, you know, because that's non-taxable or not anything right there. So
yeah, so yeah, what really screwed up me was my age.
Brexton just wrote, at 70, I'm dipping into my 401k in retirement, so I'm living on Social Security. Brexton, if you're 71 years old or you're 70 and you're in retirement, you're not dipping into nothing. That's your money. If you're 100% vested in that money, use that money for whatever makes you feel comfortable that you don't have to pay a penalty for. Forget that crap about, you know, oh, I'm going to pay a penalty and I have to pay it back. If you're 70 years old and retired already, you should be 100% vested in your 401 anyway. Right, Ray?
Oh, yeah. What messed me up is with the Affordable Care Act and all those.
Oh yeah,
all my planning came to be 70 and a half, right?
I refuse to do that, and they go, if you refuse to do that, they're going to charge you. They're going to charge you penalty and interest. And I go, they can't force me to take something that I don't want to, you know. And they did force everybody to do that. But you know what I did? I since I'm on the tribal rolls, so I switched my stuff to the tribal rolls.
Oh well, lucky you. Yeah, but for me, it messed me up because I did all my financial planning.
Yeah.
On being 70 and a half, and that's when the mandatory withdrawal stuff.
Yeah.
But when they had the first Affordable Care Act thing with the COVID and everything, they changed it to 72, the mandatory.
You're talking about what they call
Obama. Now what? You know?
Obamacare is what they called it.
Then they changed it again with the next one to 73.
Yeah.
And I had one of my 401ks. I could not make withdrawals out of it because I owned company stock for that 401k. and they restricted me selling stock, kind of like an insider thing, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't, the only way I could have done it was transfer all the stock into a mutual fund or some other stock, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, right? But now that I'm 73, it doesn't matter. But I don't think we should pay taxes on it, and I don't think we should be even paying Medicare. That's definitely highway robbery.
Yeah.
We pay Medicare when we start at 18, 17, 18, and we pay for 50 years. I paid for 47 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now it's more and more each year that they want for Medicare, and it only pays 80%.
Yeah, and what good is you sit there? Oh, I'm signing up for I'm going to get Medicare and this finally. Yeah, you got to pay $177, and they take it right out of your Social Security. So what the hell good does that do you? That's money that you're losing right off the bat. God.
Yeah. It's theft. It's theft. I mean, senior citizens shouldn't have to do that.
No, they shouldn't.
I mean, they should enjoy their time off. They could travel. Like you said,
I got to go let the dog in. So
okay, yeah, mine is $171 for Medicare a month. It's like, that stops me from traveling. That's 2 nights at a hotel. Are you still working, Braxton?
okay, I'm back.
Okay. Braxton, are you still working or
Who?
Braxton?
Brexton? Oh.
I mean, he says he's only 66, but
I thought he said he was 70 a while ago.
oh, it says here.
See, that's not right. If you're 70 and then you can't do this and you can't do that, then what the hell, They're trying to make it, they keep pushing that back. It used to be 62, 67, 70, 72. So what do they want? You to work till you're 80?
Right. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They should be reducing it.
You'll be dead by then. That's what they count on.
If you got like good 401k and you can prove you got a little income, they should reduce it down to 64, 63.
Yeah.
So that they start spending that money instead of saying, well, we're gonna wait till you die to where you can,
See, that's what they want is to wait. Everybody dies and they don't have to pay.
Mm-hmm. Well, all the laws screwed me all the way through my history of working.
Yeah.
Every single day. I mean, just when I came into my prime of life was a working career, right? They started the what was that one? The affirmative action. Affirmative action law really messed me up because I could never get a promotion. Didn't matter how much experience I had, I'd be working with somebody with no experience, pretty much making the same pay or getting the same raises, right? And it's like, okay, it is what it is, but I was a victim, all through those years of the affirmative action. And then that, and then when I get to 70, right, you can't take money out because you're 70 and a half. But anyway, I'm set now, but still, if the only way I could do it, but God always has my back.
Yeah.
The company that I have that stock in, they just made a merger or a sellout to where they're going to pay me almost like a 70% premium on the price of the stock. But the company is going to go private. So that is going to be my loophole now because I won't have that stock anymore. And that's the only thing that was preventing me from taking money out other than my mandatory withdrawal. And that's all they'll give me. Is the minute. But now, I don't know exactly when it does, but I think this month is usually when they have the shareholders meeting.
Yeah.
And so they're going to sell to if it goes through. I don't see how it can really go through because they have so many government contracts and it's being sold to an Italian company. So the government can actually reject that, because the government should reject it, But anyway, it'll be my windfall if they do, because I'll get, cash payment for all that stock at a 60 or something percent. I think it worked out to a 68% at the time of announcement. So
Yeah.
and
That's another thing they want you to do is they want everybody to pitch in. I mean, the average person now, I think when they're working, I think they used to say 26% is what they get, all the stuff they pay in taxes, But then everybody says, well, what about all these other countries? They have free healthcare and free this and that. But those countries, they have to pay like 45, 46%. That's So you're doing good here, but you're going to have to make ends meet some other way, I guess, But if they start taking 40, 50% of people's taxes here, it ain't going to work. They won't stand for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's senior citizens are really getting the shaft because they're the ones that paid all this money all these years.
Yeah.
And and they still, after they retire, they still have to pay all this stuff.
Yeah. That's the bad thing is the retired people, and then then they want to turn around and tax you for all this. And what's the first thing they always talk about when they want to cut costs and stuff? Oh, we're gonna take it out of the Social Security. Why? Because because the Social Security is a solid thing. That's why. Because everybody's paid in all their money and stuff on it. It's solid,
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you got millions of people that depend on that, so they can't do it. They can't take that away. So. Yeah, I get angry about stuff like that. But like we said, I don't want to talk about politics and stuff, and that gets into the political stuff. But that's just me because I'm retired and I know what's going on with me, and what's going on with you. So we have our opinions on certain things. So
yeah, oh yeah, senior citizen just shouldn't be.
We should have the free ride because we did our time. We paid our dues, man. That's all it is,
Another thing too is you see how they waste all our money.
Oh yeah.
That's the big thing that gets me. How they waste.
How many billions and hundreds of billions of dollars have they given to whatchamacallit, that other country, Ukraine? Since they started the war with Russia, and then they turn around and say we don't have no money to do this and that. Bull, bull,
Yeah, that's the thing where they don't manage the money properly.
Nope.
They just waste it and waste it and waste it, and then they just come after us. It's like, okay, well, you know what? We're the future people. We're going to make them retire at 67.
Yeah, really. 70
more money. It's going to go to 68.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've done too, and now it's up to what 72 or 71 or something. That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
People start.
I was somehow lucky when I retired because I was at the 66 retirement bracket.
Yeah,
but somehow I got locked into 66 because how they started making it like a few months later, each 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
To where, they went from 66 to 66 and a half. And I don't know if it's 67 yet or not, but I was locked in at 66.
No, I was locked into 67, I think, on mine. But
okay.
I didn't wait till then anyway. I just retired when I wanted to. When I said, well, it's time for me to go do what I want to. So, they weren't going to stop me. In fact, I had a 2-year countdown. They couldn't stand me. They couldn't stand me at work because I'd go in there and go, only 235 more days and I'll be retired.
Yeah, I got lucky because my birthday's early.
Yeah.
Year. So that year that I retired and turned 66, that year actually counted as working at 67, retiring at 67. So I got the next year, I got the 8% increase automatically, right? Because of because I ended up working the 9 months of the year of that year and making certain amount, right? The bracket amount. So it actually worked out, even though I only worked 66 in 6 months or something like that. I did get that increase the following year after I filed my taxes to the increase, the automatic increase, like I worked an extra year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. And then they get, of course, the COLA. So that added up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, did you hear about? Here we were talking about all this sad bull crap and stuff. Did you hear about that boat with all those rich people on it that sunk over there by Italy? Oh my God!
I didn't see the whole details on that.
Oh my God, that was horrible. And you know who was on that thing? The richest people in the world, man. I forgot all the people that were on it, but they were like high dollar people. And God, and then they said that what happened? They were all asleep, and then all of a sudden this tornado came up. It was not a tornado; it was a water spout tornado. Okay, and it came in it. This big fancy yacht had like a 80-foot mast on it. It snapped that and did all kind of crap, and it tore up the boat and it sunk the boat while they're all asleep. And they said like 15 of them escaped. And the rest were all at the bottom of the.
I heard about it, but I never got all the details. I just
well, they were
saying that they've been another body and this.
Yeah,
and
they've been spending the last day bringing up the rest of the bodies and stuff. But they're like high dollar people, man. It was like unbelievable. Like, golly, they just all of a sudden to go like that, that's terrible, man.
Well, there's some kids happy now that they're going to get their dad's fortunes.
Yeah, really, man.
Yeah. Instant inheritance there. So
I mean, there's billions and billions of dollars that died on that boat.
Yeah, that's where I don't see all these people like we just talked about. How they waste money, right? Yeah. Then you see these big fancy yachts. It's like, where do they get this money to run these things?
I know. Have you seen some of those yachts? They have like a helicopter pad on them and shit.
Where I go in San Diego, they had a boatyard there,
Yeah.
I mean, the yachts there was like 120 foot, 150 foot yachts.
Yeah, big, and they're not cheap to keep maintained,
Oh no, you have to have at least maybe 10 people. I mean, you have to have cooks and waiters and bartenders and bed cleaning people, and then that's not even counting the people that actually drive the boat,
Yeah, to keep it fueled up and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
actually keep it floating and cleaned up and stuff. Yeah.
It probably needs like 10 people,
Yeah, at least, Shoot.
Amazing how, but I was like, that's down in San Diego, right? It's like, I got good pictures of those boats too. They haven't had military boats in there, but the size of these things, and those were just a few boats, but these are all over the world,
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, La Paz, Baja, and then all the Mediterranean, and even in San Diego where I was staying, right? There's these big yachts there. It's like, where do they get this kind of money? I mean,
yeah, man, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
that they could afford that and keep it running, and you know, they're making so much money. They probably make more money than we have our whole lives of two or three times on just interest, you know, just their interest that they make. There you go, Brexton. Brexton said, when I buy my tiny house, I have to buy a helicopter pad for the roof. Oh yeah, you're gonna land a helicopter on a tiny house. That's a good one.
Yeah, well, at least you'll be stuck in a tiny house. I'm stuck here in a big house, and there's no place to move that I could really be capable or compatible, right? Kind of comparison. Yeah. It's like I'm out here in the country, you know, the nice 2-acre property, and you know, I got no unobstructed view in front of me. It's like, where do I go to get this? You know, if I sold this place because I'm too old, right? What do I do? Buy a tiny house and or buy a van and travel around?
I'm thinking tiny houses are like they've been around for a while now, but I'm just thinking they're more or less a fad, because most people that live in a normal house could not go to a tiny house because they couldn't find a place to keep all their crap that they accumulated.
Yeah,
you know, and that's the truth. That is the truth. You know, you have all this people that live in these houses, and I'm guilty of that too. I got all this crap in here. My garage is so full I can't put no cars in the garage because got a house full of, you know, oh, so and so's mother died. I got to put this over here. I got to do this. I got to do that. You know, geez, you know, it just all adds up. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. You end up with a lot of stuff, and the more you get rid of, the more you somehow accumulate more.
Yep. So that's why I don't believe in people that could live in a tiny house. There's a couple places in Texas that they have that I wouldn't mind going. They have those bed and breakfast, not those houses you stay in not bed and breakfast, but where you just go there and stay for the night. They have like tiny houses on there. I've been wanting to go check one out to see how you really feel. You know, do you feel okay? Do you not feel like you're crunched up in a tiny house? You know, or how does it really feel? And do you feel relaxed and you get a good night's sleep and all that? You know, because one thing I couldn't do is go on, if you had a tiny house and they say, "Where's the bed?" and they go, "It's up here on the top," and you go up and climb to the second level or whatever. And there's only like 3 or 4 feet up there. That makes me feel like I was all cramped, too cramped, you know.
Yeah, imagine being old when you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, and get up and bump your head, boom.
And you have to go down the steps, down the ladder to the bathroom.
Really? Yep.
Turn on the lights, and yeah, it's. But it's the future, I think. Tiny houses for a lot of people, because you know, just the economy, you know, is just not going to prevent it, you know, anymore. You know, yeah, it's these people that live in the vans, you know, eventually they're gonna get tired, and you know, if they accumulate a good amount of money, they're gonna buy a little piece of land and put a little tiny house on it. You know, that's it.
Yeah, that's another thing, is the whole van life myth and all that stuff. That's how I started out on YouTube, is following all these people that like the van life and all that stuff. But you know what? After doing it and actually driving around in the van and all that stuff, you got to have a strong will to do that, because I couldn't do it. I have a van fixed out like I want, you know, but there's no way I could stay in that thing
I give them a lot of praise.
Yeah, and go through like a whole summer when it's 110 degrees. That thing is like a oven in there, you know. I could not do it. That's why you see me traveling around when it's cold. You know, I go in the winter time or the spring or the fall, you know. I have no desire to do that. And the ones that are doing it and keep doing it, kudos to them, you know. But you'll never see me promoting it, you know. But I do believe in is staying in my van to save money on traveling around from hotels and stuff, though. So
Right. Yeah.
you
Oh
know,
no,
but
I give those people a lot of praise, because
yeah,
and it's not cheap. I could see that, between gas and
hmm
other things that they might have to pay for. I mean,
well,
just
the biggest thing is like they have no place to take a shower and all that stuff. You got to start paying for showers and stuff eventually, unless they have one in their van, But then you got to
there's
you got
things that they got to do to do it. Like,
yeah,
they go to a gym, right? They get a
yeah.
membership, but there's a monthly fee for the membership.
That's right. Yeah, and it's at least $20.
So, but then you're giving up your privacy in a way, because now
Yeah,
you're just using the facility to shower and stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, I couldn't do it. I was thinking about it. That's kind of where I got into here, because I started watching all these travel things. I said, well, I'm going to buy me a Savannah van, and I could do it. I could,
yeah,
I could build it out. But then I really got real, and it says, Ray, no,
Uh,
that's you cannot do that. You're a hotel person when you travel.
and then you notice the other ones, all the new vans, the Sprinters, and the Ram, and the Ford and stuff. If you look at them, the tall ones that they could stand up and stuff, then they're real thin too. They look like they're, by the time you build anything in them, there's no room in there to walk around and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's now the price of them, right? You want
It's
to
not worth it. It's a van, just because they fixed this up, put a bed in it, is not worth $250,000 when the base price was like $40,000. That's just them trying to make money off of you.
Yeah. I live close to the Airstream factory, and these Airstreams that they're putting out, it's like every, like they're just so luxury.
Yeah.
And then they start out at 110 grand. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, yeah, people can afford that. I could sell this place and buy two of those things, right?
Yeah, really.
But then it's going to cost me, a campground is going to be $700-800 a month, if we're to park it, right? I mean, you got to hook it up, right?
And that's another thing, the van life people, they want to go to all the places that are free, so they don't have to pay for this, they don't have to pay for that. I disagree. I'd rather go to stay at least once or twice a week, go stay at a good campground where you might have to pay $14 up to $20, but at least you'll have electricity, a shower, and all that stuff.
Where can you find those? They cost $30, $40, $50 a night. Now,
if you stay at state parks, most of them have showers and toilets and all that stuff. And with your parks pass, because you're a senior park pass, it's half price. So yeah, you can get it. You can get it for under $20, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just everybody talks a good story until they have to go out and do it, So, but not me. I'm not going to go out there and try to live in a van. I'm not going to sell my house. I own my house. I don't have no payments on it, so I'm not going to sit there and sell it just to go live in a van. Hell no. That would not be very comfortable. I mean, it would be okay, but
Yeah, I hear you. I have this house.
I don't want to be like some adventurer like that. No.
Well, I have this house. I also have a beautiful property in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I'm too old to go do anything with it, because it's, the investment, is I'm looking at $20,000-$30,000 just to.
How many acres is it?
2 acres.
Oh, it's 2 acres, and you can get that much for it? That's good.
No, I mean, it
must have access to the road and electricity available real close.
Oh, no, my place is right on the main highway.
Yeah.
But it's out in the country, right? And
yeah.
It sits on this beautiful hill. The whole 2 acres just covered up this beautiful hill. And if you were up there on the top, and built a house up there, you would have a 360-degree view of the valleys and
Yeah.
whole area. I mean, it would just be a beautiful place, right?
Seeing another thing that I think you mentioned something earlier about it, but the people that are doing the van life stuff, they get tired of it. So after a couple of years, they end up buying a little chunk of land that they can't afford because they can't afford to do it in the first place. That whole lifestyle. And then, have you seen some of these acreages that have like unsupervised building of like anything, like even a tiny house? Everybody's buying those little shacks, like at Home Depot and stuff, and saying, "This is my house now. I'm making it into a house." That's not a house; it's a shed, and that's all it is. It's a shed, But,
Yeah.
but some of the housing places, they just look like crap because they buy this 2 or 3 acres and they start bringing all this crap on there, and they don't know how anything goes, how to, there's no rules or homeowners rules. No wonder they have homeowners rules. No wonder that, they had all that stuff so that it doesn't start looking like a bunch of homeless people out in the country, And some of them are pretty bad, They just have trashy places out there. Some of them are okay. The ones that are okay, they really worked hard at it, But you got some that have no clue, and they just sit there. I'm going to put this shed over here, this shed over here. I'm going to build this over here, and
Mhm.
I'll get cheap.
That property would be, so perfect. But I would have to cut a driveway up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then basically I would have to set it up to where I could put some kind of like a small camper on it or something while you build, right? And you can build a small house on it, right? You don't have to.
Yeah. Yep.
But at my age, it's like, okay.
Yeah. Why would you want to waste all your time and money to do that?
I mean, I've been trying since the COVID, right?
Yeah.
I've been paying down my mortgage big time, right? And I want to get out under the mortgage, so so I don't have to pay money, to live. So how can I go down there and build something, right, that I already have here, right? So it just sits there, but I get a lot of offers for it, letters all the time for sell us your property, but
Yeah.
I'm not selling it, I'd rather have the property than the money, basically.
Yeah.
But,
Then when you die, they're going to fight over it anyway. I get the property.
oh, my son and granddaughter are going to turn around and sell it as fast as possible. But anyway, it is what it is. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's what my kids, when they see the garage, they go, "Dad, look at this garage. You need to clean it all out." And I go, "Why? When I die, you guys are going to fight over it."
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's my problem. My son is well off. He built himself off, and it's like, well, he's going to turn around and sell everything, right?
Yeah.
It's not, it's not like he says, "All right, now I can move to Ohio." But yeah, I'm proud of him. So he does, never had any troubles with him. He just built himself.
I don't know if you're reading all these side comments, but it's funny.
Maybe I should buy a shed. Hey, all I would need is a shed and a chainsaw.
Yeah. Shed and a chainsaw. Hey, there you go. That's a name for a YouTube channel. The shed with the chainsaw.
Cut the trees down, and sell cords of wood to build your house, right?
Yeah, everybody says, "Well, I wish I would have known all this when I was younger." Yeah, but then then you wouldn't have to do it back when you were younger, though. It was a different world then. So.
Exactly. Yeah. But my dad bought the property back when he was in World War II. He was stationed in Italy and then stationed in Germany. And this property came up for sale in North Carolina. And, he sent his brother's money. He says, "Here, buy it." Originally it was 40 acres, but my mother sold off some to put us through school and stuff like that. And so there was like 10 acres left, and we split that up between the three brothers. Supposedly split it up, but it never split up. It never made mathematical calculations correctly. But I'm happy with my 2 acres, in my name. And I got choice. I got the choice property anyway. So, and my other brother, he's next to me. His property's nice, but it's a little flatter. It's not at like the top of the mountain, So, but he bought it in the 40s. So. But I know I wouldn't ever do nothing with it, so.
Yeah. That's funny how all the stuff we talked about tonight, and then we're just talking about this stuff now. Tiny homes and property and stuff.
Well, we're just fitting the topic here.
Yeah.
Shoot the bull. But I don't know. I don't know why God put me here. I'm a North Carolina person. I mean, a California person, right?
Yeah.
And here how do I end up in Ohio? 25 years now.
Well, you're like all the other California people. They left already.
Huh? Yep. So I left 25 years ago. I left in 99,
Yeah.
I got real scared, paranoid from that millennium bug, I boogied out of there. But, within 2 years out here, I had this property here, I think you saw a video of it when I did a little live walking around. So, but why am I out here? How did I get out here? I'm a California kid, I'm used to the beach and all that stuff. And here I am in Ohio. But, I'm blessed. All I can say is I'm blessed,
I like California. I used to live there, but I don't have to be there just because of the beach. If I want to go to the beach, I'll go down to Padre Island. I'll go to Texas. You know what it takes? You know how long it takes me to drive there? It takes me still 12 hours to get there. But, that sure beats the hell out of 4 days or 5 days to get to California.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But when you say, I'm going to the beach in Texas, and they say, well, the Gulf is huge anyway, so it is really the ocean. But
where did you live in? Where were you in California?
I lived in Fairfield.
Fairfield, oh,
the town of where they have a jelly bean factory where Ronald Reagan made famous.
Oh,
and
I have a childhood friend that lives there.
And the hometown of Mr. Miyagi. What was his name? His real name? He lived there. He went to the high school there, Armio High School.
Yeah, I have a childhood friend.
Yeah.
That lives there.
They also have the biggest Air Force base right there for the planes coming back from overseas and stuff. Travis Air Force Base. So I don't know how active it is. Well, I'm sure it's still active though. But yeah. But it was like on the fringe of the Bay Area, and actually, you could go to. There's a town right next to it called Suisun. Suisun. We used to call it the slough. Go fishing at the slough and stuff in Suisun.
Yeah.
And come to look at it on the map now, it's part of Grizzly Bay, and it's actually part of the big bay that goes out to the water, ocean, and stuff. So yeah, it's got its fingers all the way up in Fairfield, So I could actually say, yeah, we were on the fringe of the Bay Area, So.
Right. Yeah. Well, I used to go down the Bay area when I lived in Lake Tahoe, right? So
Yeah.
it was a common.
I enjoyed it, man, but now they make it scary. You know, they're saying how crappy it is in San Francisco and all that stuff, and it's not safe and all that. But I guess really you just have to go there. You have to go by yourself, you know, so and check it out.
Yeah, well, I know when I go, I stay a little bit south of San Diego,
Yeah.
a place called Chula Vista.
Mm-hmm. I know
That's
where it's at.
That's where I stay when I go there, and
Dude,
I go hang out at the beach. You know.
Dude, I went to Anza Borrego on my trip. That's right around the corner from San Diego.
Oh yeah.
It's on the other side of the mountains, actually.
Yeah, that's a
Borrego,
beautiful area. I've
Borrego
driven over that
Springs.
mountain. Yeah.
Borrego Springs over there.
Yeah, I've driven in Jeeps over that.
Yep.
Actually, I drove over in a Mustang too.
It was
Believe
beautiful.
it or not, in a Mustang.
I wanted to go there and see the flower bloom, but I was like 2 weeks early. But I got to see a lot of stuff. I got videos on those too. I need to make some shorts out of those. Those are pretty, man.
Yeah. That area is definitely nice.
Yeah.
That whole mountain range of Anza Borrego and all those Southern California. I mean, Orange County.
All right, Brexton, thank you. He gave me a $2 for bait for fish. Yeah, Pat Morita, that's who it was.
Thank you, Texas.
Pat Morita. I guess that's it. Brexton and Silent Forgotten and me and you are in here. But that's cool. It's been a cool live stream, though, I thought. Didn't you? Didn't you like this? Didn't you enjoy this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because we got a bunch of people in here at the start, and everybody's talking back and forth, and we're saying, we're doing exactly what I said, shooting the bull.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. Hey, and what's cool is Mike even stopped in here. Out all day, got on here, too, and what's his name, too? Dutchman even got up here, so that's cool, man.
Hey, we shot the bull, too.
Oh, look. Silent Forgotten for more bait for fish. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, man. You guys are the bestest.
Yeah,
you're right. We shot the bull.
Hey, you're making money now.
Yeah, really.
Not just minutes.
Really.
But
well,
yeah,
I forgot to tell the big crowd when the big crowd was in here that, hey, everybody, if you want to donate to the channel, I have the Buy Me a Coffee now on there. Hey, Brexton, you need to set that up on yours also. I put this thing on there. I signed up for it's called Buy Me a Coffee, and you can click on it and buy me a coffee. And they don't take all that money out like all these other things do, you know. They only take I forgot what they said, like 5% or something. I don't know.
Yeah, buy me a coffee.
That's pretty cool, though. Frozen shrimp around $4 a box. Yep. When I go fishing down there, I like to use the fresh shrimp because brown trout they like fresh shrimp, man. They like the wiggly shrimps.
Right.
Yeah, I love that Port Lavaca. It's just north of Corpus Christi and all that stuff in Galveston. I love that area over there for fishing. And when you get to Galveston, when you go down the peninsula, it's called, I forgot what it's called, something peninsula. You go all the way down that, and there's it ends at the water, and there's a free ferry that takes you over to Galveston, and that's pretty cool too. And that's pretty cool that they have it free, you know. If you catch a mermaid
down by Crystal Beach, right?
Yeah. Look, if you catch a mermaid that looks like Daryl Hannah, send her my way. Remember that movie with Daryl Hannah and the mermaid? That was a good movie, man.
Right. Yeah.
They got her out, and then she wants to say. They said, "What's your name?" "My name is this," and she said, "Tell us your name." And she goes, it was real loud. It's real high pitched, and she broke the mirrors and stuff. Yep. Silent Forgotten knows all those old timey movies too.
Yeah, I was telling you that about the place I go in San Diego, right? During
Yeah.
the day, I go down to this marina and it's a park. It's a real nice area. You know, I'll hang out there all day. But you know what? I wouldn't stay there at night. I won't go down there at night and park. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that dangerous. It's like, nope. I see the sign, you know, the little bit of graffiti here and there, and then you can see where people, you know, just hung out during the night. And nope, I'll come during the day, but I would go down there at night. You know, it's
Yeah.
but
Hey, part of my trip when I went out there, Ray, we stopped and we started seeing the ocean, and we were like, oh, cool. I go, I'm gonna stop. I was doing a live stream, and I go, I'm gonna stop at the next town, and we're gonna go down to the beach, and it turned out to be Pismo Beach. So I did a Pismo Beach alive for me, walking from the parking lot, went down to the beach. We walked all over the place, walked by the pier, and watched the surfers and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. That's going to be a good live right there.
yeah,
I watched it later. It sucked because it was all shaky video and stuff. But it's kind of cool to see the beach and all that stuff. So.
yeah, that's nice. Think, imagine me. I was there back in the 70s, early 70s.
Pismo Beach? Yeah.
Pismo Beach, yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
all Hertz Castle and
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it. Yeah.
All that, yeah, but you know, it's not the same when I went there in the 70s as it is now, probably.
Yeah. Well,
Have you ever heard of a place called, I think it's called, I'm not exactly how you pronounce it, in Salem? In Salem?
in Salem? No.
Salem. It's on the Big Sur area, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like not a place to park, but there's these hot springs.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like back then it was like a nudist hot spring, right? And you just park your car, you overhang the overlook the ocean, and if you're watching the moon set and all that, it just sit back in the hot tub, you know, and
Yeah.
it was really, really beautiful. I don't know what it's called now, but I know it was on the, you know, in the Big Sur area.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really beautiful in that
That's when
area.
I was the hippie guy, you know.
Yeah. The long hair hippie type.
That was when I was the hippie guy.
Driving the VW bus down there.
Well, I actually, you know, I had the person I went with, they did have a VW bus,
Yeah.
but you know, it was like, you know, back in those days, it's like, hey, it's all good. Take your clothes off, jump in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I did all that stuff, yeah, but you know.
Okay, I'll be right back in a second. I'm gonna go make me a drink.
Okay.
Everybody's going, what's he gonna make? What's he gonna make?
Yeah. I'm running out of water here. I got one more sip in it. I'll have to get me another water. Oh, my friend, did you ever join us today? Well, okay. You never messaged me. But if you did come, my friend, thank you for stopping by and joining us on this panel. Oh. Well, here we're going to be the Four Musketeers tonight.
I'm back. What? Texas Adventures with Brexton song?
Hearing your music.
There you go, Brexton. Joanne, welcome back, Joanne. We're still here. We're sitting around the campfire telling ghost stories now. We might be three musketeers if John passes out from all his drinks. Nah, this is the only one. So I made a margarita, but I made it with instead of tequila, I made it with El Zacatecano.
Oh.
It's mezcal. It's the one that has a worm in the bottom.
Did you hear me playing the maracas and tambourine?
Oh, did you? No, I didn't hear you.
Whoever was playing the guitar,
You played along to my song?
I was playing the maracas here.
Oh, cool, cool.
And the tambourine.
Yeah.
So if you recorded that, you're gonna have some background
Well, it should be on here somewhere. We should hear it. Yeah.
you can't replay it.
No, because you have to go back on the timeline to do it. Maybe it'll come through. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I picked up my maracas. I'm not good at it, but I try something for the boredom. Did you guys hear it?
Huh? Yeah. Did you guys hear it?
Did they hear it?
I don't even know if they heard my guitar. I guess Brexton heard it.
I heard the guitar.
Your live will show up.
It'll be a long live.
It says your live will show up tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Did anybody hear the maracas playing with the guitar?
Really silent, forgotten. Joanne, since you're back, when we're done, you can shoot the glasses. I was listening. Those people that live in sheds crack me up. See, Joanne knows. Joanne knows. Okay, I'm going to say this, Joanne, okay? Joanne couldn't live in a tiny house because she has over 650 pairs. Well, I better not say it. She might get mad.
Now we're getting into the.
No, she was saying in another life. She has 650 pairs of. Brexton said he heard it.
Okay.
I'd love to have a margarita. See? It's good too.
Okay, well, we got a duet going here now.
Yeah, really, Joanne. People that live in sheds, man, and they have all these shows and stuff about it and stuff. But they don't sit there and go, "Here we are, 6 months later, checking in on them to see how they're doing." Where's your husband? He left because the place was too small for all my shoes and clothes. Oh, okay. Is it okay if we put that on the air? Me and Joanne as backup singers. Oh, no.
Get up on panel here.
Oh, there she
We'll get
she
this
wrote.
band going.
Yeah, this is why Joanne can't live in a tiny house, because she has over 400 pairs of panties.
Why? Why?
Why not? She's colorful. Yeah, that was funny. One night, they weren't really arguing about it. They were talking about it on another live stream, and I was like, "What?" They started talking about that. And then they never let her down over it. They always said all kind of stuff to her. Does that include your 400 pairs of that, Joanne? Ha ha ha! You know? It's all in good fun, though. Hey, Ray, have you been to that one live stream I told you about to go check out? Brenda's or what's her name? The other one that hangs around with. They do some funny live streams, man.
Brenda, I think
She goes by
there's
Freedom.
so many names that I
She goes
can't.
by Freedom Redbird. Freedom
Redbird, yeah.
And the other one is Windy. Windy.
I don't think I've been to Wendy, but I think I've been to Freedom.
Yeah. Well, next time you go to Freedom Redbird one, then get the links to Windy and stuff, and follow them too, because they have some good lives.
Yeah, there's just so many.
Look at
Silent, sit on you all day.
Silent Forgotten's going, huh? What? That's funny. I used to play the violin, but the beer glass kept sliding off. That's funny too.
I
always
tried playing guitar, but I always liked the violin though. Today I played the weed eater. Oh.
I sat there and I've been trying to get my lawn done for 2 days. Then my stupid weed eater went out. So I went and just bought it. I was going to go buy one of those Ryobis that you can interchange the batteries with. And they didn't have nothing in stock. And I was like, okay, thank you, Home Depot. So I went to Harbor Freight and bought the cheapest, what is it, Bauer company or something. It was electric one, and I did that. But it worked. So, I don't know. I'm not going to promise that it'll last for 3 or 6 months, but it got the job done today. I watch, and I can't believe that they don't even pay for it. It gets repoed. Oh, yeah, those tiny homes and stuff. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, there's this one video I watched on YouTube, and I don't know what it's called, but I want if he's like the guy that repos all the tiny homes and stuff that they don't pay for. And this one, they're going up to the house and they go inside and they go, oh my God, I can't breathe. It stinks so bad in here. And they go, hold your nose, hold your breath, and they got to carry that. They got to take those sheds in that condition because the people just left everything in there, all the trash, everything. And it's their job. They take them back and clean them out and all that, and they resell it. And I went, oh my God, that's gross.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was bad.
How many square feet is considered a small home?
How many square feet? I don't know. I think it's under 350. I don't know. Tiny homes are. That's how they get you with the land. The land, buying the cheap land and stuff. They say you can buy this, but if you build a house, it has to be over so and so many feet. Like say, for example, 350 feet. You got to be bigger than that. You got to get a septic, and you got to get this and that, But that way, they don't invite people that have small, tiny houses in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then everybody would just say, I could buy this and call it a house, right?
You really do, Joanne? Let me try to imagine that. I'll give it the perverted. I'll give it the perverted thinking. You know, imagine them all on a clothesline, looking over the fence.
Yeah, that would be funny, huh? What a sight that would be. Joanne, if she had one of those old timey clotheslines that had the 4 wires running across, and one day decided just to ham all up after the wash. That'd be good, man. That's old school.
Yeah.
The air dry.
I used to. I have a clothesline out in my property, but
Really, you got the
I
old
don't-
school one?
well, it's one of those little ones that have a bunch of lines on them.
Yeah, you need
Not
to.
the four lines.
You need to walk around and make shorts of that too, and say, "This is old school air drying right here."
It's one of those little square ones that have. A
Yeah.
bunch of,
Oh, okay, yeah. But
I
back
could pack some clothes
in
on
the
that.
old days, every house had those iron poles, the iron T poles. 2 of those, and had wire stretched across that. If they didn't have enough money to have wire, they'd have rope strung across, and that's how they dried their clothes, man.
Oh
and
yeah, we. My wife loved to have the clothes out on the clothesline.
I can remember my mom having one of those round washers that had the wheels at the bottom, and when it started going, it would like move around the shit. It was pretty neat, and it had that thing that what do you call it? That you stuck the towels through and stuff to squeeze out the water and stuff. Yeah,
The ringers.
yeah, the wringer. Yeah, it had hand wringer. You put it in there and you ring everything through there and rolled that handle. I remember that. But yeah, that was the old days, man. Oh, man. One of the guys that does the repoing has a speech impediment and can't say his D's. Sounds like he says shit and sounds like shit. Laughing my. Oh, that's funny. 400 pennies on the clothesline. Take one down, pass it around. 3.99 pennies on the clothesline. That's a good song. That's a song like the beer song. That's funny. I can imagine if somebody came in this live stream now and see what they're talking about. That'd be funny. I don't watch them all at once. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh. Where did I go?
Where are you? Did you turn yourself off?
I don't know.
Your picture disappeared.
I saw that. My picture's still up on my phone.
Let me see. Nope, it's gone on the YouTube one. You just have a blank
Can
space.
you hear me?
Yeah,
Can
I can
you
still
still
hear you. You just have it's just blank now. Your avatar is gone. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna delete himself.
Oh. Well, the sight of 400 patties kind of got me lost there.
I don't know how to fix you right now because I don't know where you're at.
I don't either. I don't know, but on mine, I still have it on my phone.
Yeah.
But my computer, the picture disappeared.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're still here. You're
Okay.
still here. It's just do you see the thing that says start cam and stop cam?
Yeah.
Hit it and see if you're still alive.
Oh, no. Don't do that, Ray.
Oh, he deleted himself. I have 50 pairs of boxers. What? It's funny. Ray has an inverted nipple for his avatar. He's laughing, but he deleted himself. Well, I'm gonna wait and see if he comes back. If he doesn't come back, then probably end this anyway. uh, I have my reason. Why? Why do you have your reason, Brixton? Maybe his internet went out or something. I don't know. Nunyo. Nunya. He hit the die icon. Okay. Well, I'm probably just gonna shut it down then. If you're gonna, since you died out of here, so if I told you why, it wouldn't be funny. Want to talk about my maracas? Really? Yeah, he's still in shock over the 400 panties. Ah. Yeah, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, man. Ray, thanks for stopping in tonight and being up my special guest up here. We've been on here for like 3 hours. It was fun, man. We'll have to do it again sometime. See what other people we can get up here. I think it went pretty well, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank all of you guys for coming in, and even you lurkers, if you're any lurkers out there. Yeah, there's probably some lurkers. Ray, yeah, thank you. I was getting comfy talking. I'll behave. Nah. Thank you, lurkers. And if there's any lurkers in there, I hurt your feelings. So too bad. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. And if you want to support my channel, I put a new thing on here, lurkers, just for the lurkers. And that was a thing called Buy Me a Coffee. So buy me a coffee, lurkers. Not you guys in the chat. You guys have already done enough. But Ray, thanks a lot. Thanks everybody for coming in, man. And we'll do it again some other time. Good night, everybody. Get some rest. My panties aren't dirty. All right, man. We'll catch you all later. Okay. Bye. Peace out.